The Hash It Out Show Game of the Week is presented by Barreto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, The Green Law Firm, personal injury attorney, Kaylin Parker of Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Moe's Pizza, Lance's AC and Heating, CC's Children Blocks, The Pierre Family in Lafayette, Louisiana, Drums Earwear, Leo Auto Glass.
And
Go ahead.
it's my pregame, brother. And welcome to the pregame show here, the Hash It Out Show pregame show. Game of the week. It is semifinal night here at Hurricane Stadium, where tonight, non-select Division 4 semifinal, we see the Logansport Tigers traveling 367 miles down here to Buras, Louisiana, to take on the number 2 seed, the South Plaquemines Hurricanes. We were here last week. We saw them do well. I can't do this pregame by myself. I got the man who's going to be calling the action tonight, my good friend VK Jones. It is our last broadcast of the year for the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Welcome aboard, bro. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. What's going on, folks, man? I tell you, man, this is going to be another big one tonight, and we're very fortunate to be back in Lower Plaquemines Parish right here in Buras for this ball game, and it's an honor and a privilege to do this game. Want to do this once again from here. You know, we had to make some little bitty thing quirks, but we got that straight. But we're here tonight. We're definitely here tonight. We're very fortunate, and I tell you, South Plaquemines is one step away from getting to the dome, but also Logansport's one step away too, and against a team. And you know, South Plaquemines going against a team we thought last week against Magnum that. Oh, I'm going to get this right. Got it. Magnum last week, more than anything else, experienced team, a lot of resume. And for South Plaquemines to pass the test they did last week, now they got another test against Logansport, who has a recent resume that is a lot more than that team last week, than the Dragons that had.
4th time in the last 6 years they're into the semifinals. Logansport is. Before we talk about the game, let's acknowledge our sponsors. And of course, I'm going to just read them off. You see me, hold it. To every one of our sponsors, before I start, we want to thank you from the bottom of my hearts, because without you guys, we're not here. So let me go with that. Hot Works on the North Shore, we thank you guys. Barreto's Home Solutions, same. Green Law Firm, Bayou Audio and Video Security, Lil Dizzy's, JFK's Martial Arts in Mandeville, Lance's AC and Heating, Moe's Pizza, Magnolia Wealth Strategies, a Mass Mutual Firm, Billy Bravender, CC's Children's Blocks, and the hydration timeouts, but early in the season. But we still acknowledge the Pierre family in Lafayette. So all of you, we cannot express our gratitude to what you've done for us this year, and we thank you. And I speak on behalf of both VK Jones and Jerry JB Boyd.
And also, we can't forget about Leo's Auto Glass,
one of our newest sponsors. Yes, sir.
So,
and last week we got our biggest audience last week, but we're just focused on giving you a quality broadcast, which we did. 4,700 people watched this last week. We're looking to get to the 5 figures tonight, VK. With that,
yes,
we got to have
maybe
a big
more than 5 figures tonight.
We'll see. Listen. Before we dive into this matchup, I also want to pay tribute, and I'm going to do this at the end of the night before we go off, to our cameramen, David Martino and Parker Boyd. Without them, they don't make us sound good or look good at all. And we're not here tonight without the work that they've done. They are such an integral part, an important part of what we do. You know, those guys have done yeoman's work, and it's thankless. And look, and I say that because it is a chilly night here in Buras, Louisiana, and Devin Martino is on the roof right now with the camera getting ready to start this broadcast. So he's braving the elements while we're here in this cozy press box.
Man, it's amazing, because when we got here to set up, we're like, oh my goodness, it is toasty.
Who sang that song, Baby, It's Cold Outside? That's what it feels like.
Man, it is cold, but it feels great inside here. But I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Martino, where I got 2 hot chocolates for you after the game.
I'm gonna hold you to it too.
Yes.
But
yes.
I can tell you what, we're gonna, you know what, we're all made indulge in that too, because we're gonna be doing post game and all that stuff. With that said, this is our last broadcast as the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, and to again all our sponsors, to our CEO Jared JB Boyd, to you VK Jones. Look, without the three of us, bro, I mean, this has been. When I presented this idea 2 years ago, we're like, you know what? Let's take a shot. Man, that's one of the best decisions we've ever made.
Yes.
The fact that we have done this 2 years running, and guess what? 2025, we'll be back. Absolutely, we'll be back. There is no doubt. Death, taxes, there's three certainties in life. Death, taxes, and the Hash It Out Show doing a game broadcast in 2025, right?
Yes.
I think that's it. Now let's focus on the matchup. The Logansport Tigers. They are the 6th seed. They have run through a lot of people, have had a great record. Admittedly, the district isn't great, but that's not their fault. You know, they still win games, and your good teams win games. And Logansport is a heavy run team. We talked to their connections earlier. As we got here, we were just getting a little information, you know, because admittedly, Logansport's way up there. They've got two of the longest trips tonight is Logansport and Union Parish. So, and Union Parish will be in Vacherie tonight at St. James. That's another game. Talking about the Tigers, though, similar team to Mangum. A little bigger than Mangum, I think, in size. What are they going to have to do tonight? I know the game got away from Mangum in the third quarter when South Plaquemines' defense turned up. They turned it up, and they really, really put that game to bed in the third quarter. What does Logansport got to do tonight? Not just to hold it at halftime, but to give themselves a chance in the fourth quarter.
Well, I got to say this about the Tigers, Logansport. They are a big-time running team more than anything else.
They are.
They can run the ball well. They're going to have to really keep South Plaquemines' offense off the field. And they're going to have to set the tone first. They're going to have to really do what the Dragons of Mangum did last week. You know, just straight up set the tone, first drives, get a good drive and get a score. I think that'll really help Logansport get a lot of confidence, but also try to slow down with the running game, long drives to keep South Plaquemines off the field because South Plaquemines can score at any time.
That they can. They have, but I think South Plaquemines. Let's talk about this game from the Hurricane side. And before we talk about the on-the-field side, let's talk about head coach Lyle Feet. Sometimes you got to define legacies in life. As a player, he was part of some great teams as a player, won 2 state titles. Now as a head coach, he's on the doorstep, knock on wood, one more game to get to New Orleans and have a chance at one. What would it mean to, not to you, I say not to you, but as far as to him in our eyes, Lyle Feet's one of the nicest guys you'll meet in this sport. And I say that about a lot of coaches and a lot of media heads and figures. But for Coach Feet, what do you think it's going to mean to him to get this title if they win it?
I think to look at the history of South Plaquemines High School itself, for Coach Lyle, it'll mean the world to him if they get this done tonight to get to the Dome. You looked at the opposing coach, Kevin McGee. He was the quarterback years and years ago for Logansport, and he took them to the Dome not too long ago as a head coach.
Right.
This could be the feat for him because you look at how South Plaquemines was built. It was established in 2006 after a lot of damage in this lower Plaquemines area. And it is a combined school of Beers High School, Boothville Venice, and Port Sulphur. Right. They started the school at Port Sulphur High. Then all of a sudden, it took about a couple of years, took a good bit, and then 3 years ago now, the school was finally finished. Right here where Beers High used to be, but a brand new edifice, brand new school with a stadium, with a field house and all that stuff. So, you know, this school itself has been blessed, and this community embraces this school, knowing this is one big happy family. And like Coach Lyle mentioned before last week, that team that he played for, they set up the foundation. Now the foundation is here for the kids, and now they must push it now to knowing that everything is there to push forward of South Platte.
And a reminder, the winner of this game will play next week for the Division IV Non-Select State Championship against either General Trask. The 12 seed has made an incredible run. They got a tough task ahead tonight. They go to Haynesville, who is the number 1 seed. We'll keep you updated on that game as well as all of the other semifinal action, courtesy of CrescentCitySports.com and my little brother Emmanuel Peppers, who does yeoman's work. But let's talk about this game from the South Plaquemines side on the field. Last week we were here. Jaheim Williams really showed out last week. Over 200-plus yards all-purpose, 189 on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Their defense set him up to do a lot of things last week, but Shaheem Williams ran the ball with authority. Roderick Parker made some plays as well through the air. This, I don't want to say was their most complete performance. I felt like they still could have given more, but last week was very, very, very encouraging to see.
Yes.
This team feels like it's coming together again.
Yes, it is coming together absolutely at the right time. And for them, especially in that third quarter, how offense, defense, special teams, they just came all together and turned it up, and South Plaquemines passed a huge test against an experienced playoff squad and showing there's a reason why they are the number 2 seed in Division 4.
And they deservedly so. I mean, they've played a pretty tough schedule this year. Losing a close game to Newman, losing to Bell Chase, teams that were in Newman got knocked out last week at CNI, Catholic of New York area. But tonight, it should be a very interesting test for either team. But for South Plaquemines, give me a key component of this football game that's going to have to that they're going to need to have happen to win it.
I think the special teams have got to step it up again. I think the special teams need to make plays tonight. I mean, especially on the returns, and also Jose Salis as the kicker.
Heck of a kicker, by the way.
Exactly. If he can set the tone, kicking the ball and everything else, hitting the extra points, hitting the kicks, that'll be huge tonight for South Plaquemines, especially going all the way. I think the special teams are going to have to set the tone, and then the defense has to really turn up.
Last thing before we go to our first interview, and I believe it's with Coach McGee from Logansport,
and actually,
right?
it's going to be McGee, and then right after that will be Line
So it's
Feet.
bunched up.
It's all together.
Okay, good deal. But before we go, I got to say this, man. It's about, they say 17 minutes, but I think we'll be a little longer with what Coach Feet told us about the pregame, that they're going to do the extended, it's going to feel extended. But that's fine. That's fine. He told us there's going to be he's promising for some wild stuff in the pregame, fireworks-wise, the excitement level. It is a semifinal. How about this atmosphere, VK? We saw Logansport's buses come in. We thought as players, oh no, they had I think 2 or 3 charter buses, fans on them.
Yes, and they got another charter bus just came in with probably cheerleaders and fans. Actually, more fans coming in because the band is here, the cheerleaders are here,
the atmosphere
is palpable. And I think Coach Lafayette said earlier in the week, possible SRO tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
SRO, and I wouldn't be surprised. This is state semifinals. Logansport, they travel well. They always travel well.
They do.
So it is not a surprise that shut the town down. Hey, people getting off work early.
Flip the switch.
We coming down.
Yep. It's going to be a great night of semifinal football on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. The game will start in about 20-so minutes. But for now, let's take it to the pregame. Let's take it to the head coaches. You are listening to the Hash It Out pregame show sponsored by Hot. Again, many sponsors have helped us out. Let's go to Coach Kevin McGee of Logansport High. And right after you say Loud Feet from South Plaquemines, we'll be back to finish off the pregame, and we'll be ready to play some football here in about 20-some minutes.
We're here with the head coach of the Logansport Tigers, Kevin McGee. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you guys?
Good. Appreciate you taking the time out to join us and everything. Coach, got another good team here in Logansport, a very good traditional program out of Northwest Louisiana, and another semifinal berth more than anything else. What you can say about how your team progress has been all year?
Well, we've been obviously very pleased, with our development through the year. We had, started off the season with only 25 players, so being kind of short on numbers, obviously traditional 1A. You go through August, September, October trying to fight the heat and dealing with those things and not having a lot of depth. But again, from scrimmage to week 11, 12, 13, I thought we've gotten better day by day, week by week, game by game. I thought our staff's done a really, really good job of bringing those guys along and keep moving those puzzle pieces around till we found the right fit. We took a couple of losses early in the season to some really good teams, some good football teams, and I think it helped us down the stretch. So just overall, very, very pleased.
Very much so. So far this season, I believe it is 9-2 or 10-2 this year. 10-2 so far this year. And really, y'all have won eight straight games. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been really on a roll lately, and only 2 losses was against Loyola Prep and a very good Kinder team. it seems like you guys are really, really battle tested. And over the history, this school has just been very consistent up there with the Oak Groves and the Magums and uh, Magums, and also all the other great programs in that area.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen, over the past 7 or 8 years, the traditional 1A powers. We've played Haynesville twice. We've seen Kentwood twice. We've seen West St. John 3 or 4 times. Now we haven't run into Mangum since I've been here, but they're always in the conversation of the 1A traditional teams that are in it late. So you guys got to see them last week, and obviously, it was a great outcome for South Plaquemines. So it says a lot about your program and where they're at as a football team.
Well, what is the approach going into this week's ball game? You came up with a huge win last week, and now what you're looking into going into this game that you're going to be traveling, taking the same route as the Dragons last week, long road trip down to South Plaque.
Yeah, man, it's it's a business trip. Try not to make it into a field trip. Just it's work as usual, business as usual, and our kids understand that. I mean, we've just got to play within ourselves and be who we are, and not try to do anything outside the realm of what's worked for us. We understand it's a tall task. South Plaque's got athletes all over the place. They're really good up front. The entire defense flies around. Those guys like to hit you. So, we just hope to get into the fourth quarter and make a game of it.
Should be very interesting. Your school has 2 state championships. Last one was in 2016. And how much it would mean to yourselves and also Logansport to get in a position and get back to the Dome and try to win a third state championship?
Well, I think anytime you get the chance to play in December is special. And, and that's what we talk about. It's not necessarily always about, playing in the Dome and having that conversation and using that terminology or lingo. For me, it's just about playing in December. It's about the opportunity to play in the semifinal game because, in my opinion, that's the hardest game to win. You can't look beyond, and that's the game. Where all your cards are stacked, and it's the elite. Obviously it's the Final Four. So anytime you get to play in the Superdome or make it to the finals, it's special. Whether it's the first time or the 10th time. We went in 21 and took a loss to Homer. Again, you always want to win. You want those kids to have that ring, but at the end of the day, they got the memory of playing the Superdome and having a really, really special season. So that's more what it's about, in my opinion, is having those guys have the opportunity to have those experiences.
Well, South Plaquemines is pretty much a big play team more than anything else. And a lot of times they come at you at waves. What you have to do, coach, for Logansport to try to slow them down. And in some way, somehow, looking at some of your players, you present probably an interesting matchup to South Plaquemines.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got some big play guys, and like you said, you can't hope to stop them. You just hope to slow them down and, try to defend what they do as best we can. And again, like I said, our hopes to get into the fourth quarter, make a game of it, and let the chips fall where they may as that happens.
Tell us a little bit about your players that has been really leading the way for the Logansport Tigers.
Well, I think our offensive line has kind of been our offensive and defensive line has been our strong point through the year. I mean, obviously we've got 2,000-yard backs, and our defense has only given up around 8 or 9 points a game. So those two things in itself are kind of what we've been living off of. Our two backs, obviously, Jacaden Carter, number one, has been a district MVP for us last year. He's 1,400 yards this year. And I know that number is not eye-popping, but people have got to understand that weeks 5 through 10, he only played a half, and sometimes we only got 1 or 2 possessions within district. So, him being humble, and then, his counterpart, number 9, Tanashton Bland's a bigger guy. So we have 2 different running, guys that have different styles of their own. We've got the guy that's vertical, and can get north and south on you, and then we can, the Tenashin is the bigger guy. He's about 220 pounds, can run downhill. So with that being the complementary football, trying to throw the ball around and get some of those guys touches, and move the football, get first downs. I mean, that's just kind of how we're built this year. And then obviously defensively, we've been really stingy in that aspect and played really good football. So that's in my mind, trying to play this high flying offense that South Plaque's got, and knowing how many points they score, and those guys can get vertical and they can score from anywhere. And I think that's the biggest, or to me, the scariest part is they can change the scoreboard from anywhere on the field. And so that's something that we have to defend. And hopefully, like you said, we just hope to slow them down.
The defense has been very, very stingy indeed on this 8-game winning streak, only giving up 6 to 10 points a game. So that is very, very scary in itself, Coach McGee. So, more than anything else, I know the defense might have to set the tone, but offensively, the run game might be key to keep South Plaque off that field. Y'all going to be having a big fan base traveling with you and everything else coming on Friday. They had a great fan base from Mangum last week. And I mean, they really came down, had like a SRO crowd over at Hurricane Stadium. And I think we're probably expecting that again this Friday, right, Coach?
Yeah, I think we'll travel well. I know we've got a fan bus coming, and we've got some, obviously our spirit groups will come with us, and I think the band's coming, and we again, there's a lot of pride in these small towns around around the borders of our state, and then there's a lot of people support. A lot of people put in a lot of time, effort, energy, and money into our program. And, that's the thing to do in the fall is to come watch Friday night football. And whether it's, whether they have kids playing or not, they might have had kids playing 15 or 20 years ago, but they still feel the need and the desire and the obligation and the loyalty to come watch us play. So, yeah, I think we'll bring a decent crowd and makes for a good atmosphere.
I really appreciate y'all coming down and cover the game, cover the kids. I think it's going to be electrifying environment. I think it's going to be exciting.
Well, going into coming last week's game and everything, the game was pretty tough itself, and you even said it that Mangum is going to be going to play, which they did, had some big plays, and all of a sudden, the third quarter was just so key. How you guys just flipped the switch and everything went in on this offense, defense, and special teams. You guys really had control of it.
Yeah, you at the time of the year. Sometimes, a lot of people get caught up with offense and defense, but man, special teams, man, play a key role in making a playoff push. Also turnovers and penalties. So you have the most disciplined team at this time of the year, and the one that can, capitalize on special teams and, and on turnovers is, more than likely the ones to come out victorious. So we were able to, put some things together in the second half to lead us to victory.
Well, you mentioned the special teams, and that was something that was a kind of a bugaboo in the beginning of the season. Now it seemed like they've been getting much, much better the last couple of weeks of the year. And it's something that you've been yearning for, and for them to really come through. What are your thoughts about that? Because it seems like now the hard work is paying off, especially you kept on saying conditioning, and they're really starting to get there.
Yeah, with special teams, it's more about the attention to detail. You want to make sure, you're paying attention to what's going on, because you only get one opportunity to get it right. It's not like offense and defense. You have a second down or third down. You got one play to make it perfect, and you don't want to, you don't want it to be a game changing play, because you're lackadaisical. So I think we were 6 for 6 for extra points. I also believe we had a punt block, and also just with the pressures we had, on their punt coverage teams, I think it paid dividends because we ended up with short fields and we were able to capitalize.
That was a huge advantage, especially that you having the kicking game with Salis, and especially hitting extra points, kicking the ball in the end zone. That was a big advantage for y'all, especially with Mangum basically just go on for two, didn't really have a kicking game like talking about.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, man, we have great athletes. We got a lot of kids going both ways. Uh, our offense and defense is always solid, but you find coaches talk about the hidden yardage, and a lot of times the hidden yardage is in the kicking game. And so when you asking teams to drive down the field 80, 90 yards against a stout defense, it's hard to come by. Or or vice versa. You're getting the ball on the 40, on the 30, and you got a good kicking game. 1, 2 first downs, you're in field goal range. At the end of the day, man, you want to end up with putting points on the board. And sometimes, a field goal or an extra point is the determining factor in winning or losing.
Well, this week, a different opponent. You go against Logansport, another team coming from North Louisiana. It's going on a long trip. Another playoff power that's been very, very consistent in everything these last 5-6 years. It seemed like last week you passed with flying colors against Mangum, and this time Logansport. It seemed like now your kids are prepared and ready to go against an experienced playoff team once again. But also, are you going to be leaning towards Jaheim Williams, or are you going to lean towards other people? I know you said you have multiple weapons, but the way Jaheim played last week was just so outstanding, especially
Yeah.
putting the team on his
Yeah.
back.
Well, last week it was Jaheim Williams. The week before, Rob Parker and Alex Phillips. I mean, we have multiple kids to make plays, So, we have a lot of younger kids as well that we are looking to have them to step up as well. But, we got to see the floor of the game. Like I said, you don't know when your number's going to be called. It might be called one time. It might be called 10, 20. Just whenever your number is called, be ready to execute and make the most of your opportunity. So we have a lot of athletes, man, that can make plays. Again, Logansport, man, they have athletes as well. They're very well coached. They're a gritty team. You could tell, they're very strong, even though, they might not be as big as Mangum. You could tell they're very strong in the trenches. They have, like I said, the 2-3 athletes that they do have run the ball very hard. And, but we in the classification where everybody dogs got to go both ways, And like I tell my guys, hey, look, the strongest gonna survive. So, that's one thing. We got to outlast them. And so, with them making that long road trip, and having to come to the end of the world, hopefully that paid dividends as well this week.
He said, "Come to the end of the world." Going one place to the other place is amazing in itself. Going into like you mentioned last week, it was a huge accomplishment for yourself as a head coach, getting your team back to the state semifinals, and now in position to possibly get your team to a return trip to the Superdome. And it's a lot going on this week, and how the week of practice has been, and on top of that, knowing not just these kids here, but the seniors and everything else. First time ever that they're hosting a semifinal in Hurricane Stadium, and I know it's a big time feeling for them and for yourself.
Just like with anything new, you want to keep the main thing the main thing. You want to try and avoid as many distractions as possible because everybody, want to have a hand in success. Everybody want to, you know, kind of be a part of it or, have a say so. And so, it's just a lot of distractions, man. I just want us to stay focused on the task at hand. The task at hand is Logansport. And then the main thing is not only getting to the dome, but winning it. And you got to be locked in. Between Logansport and Hansville, they have a lot of playoff success. Whether they've been to the semis or been to the dome. These previous years, their culture, their their foundation has already been built. They've been there before. And like I told our kids, you have to be, hungry. You can't be satisfied where you're at because, these kids, that's coming down here, they've been here, they know what it takes. They've been on the other side. So don't be, you're going to get their best shot. it's just not going to be no walkover. And so, like I said, me just trying to keep them grounded, keep them focused. That's, just my main concern.
And I tell you, I'm looking forward to it. On behalf of the Hash It Out Show, we thank y'all so much once again to opening the doors for us. And we're going to come there and we're going to really rock it out and hopefully enjoy another great atmosphere, another great ball game coming up on Friday, especially in front of that crowd in Hurricane Stadium. So it's going to be an unbelievable ride, and I cannot wait to be there on Friday. So, Coach, thank you so much. We
Thank you,
definitely
man.
appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out show, pregame show, semifinal night here at Hurricane Stadium in Buras, Louisiana. Tonight, the Logansport Tigers, the 6th seed, visiting the South Plaquemines Hurricanes, the 2 seed. And we told you before we went to these interviews about atmosphere and pregame. Our cameraman, Devin Martino, if you can, turn this thing to the field and see what we're seeing right at this very second, right at this moment. This is what we call pregame atmosphere personified.
Let's go ahead and try to
Make that
turn to the
happen.
field right quick if we got it up. Let's see. Hold on one second.
Because I want people that are not here to see what we see.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can
And
pull
I
it
don't know
up
if we
right
can-
quick.
Got it? Oh,
Nope.
no, that's
Let's
us again.
see.
That's our pretty faces again.
Oh, it's not pretty face.
There it
we go.
is. There it is. That's what you're seeing at this very moment in advance of the kickoff of the Division IV non-select semifinal between the Logansport Tigers and the South Plaquemines Hurricanes, and I think they're playing the national anthem.
I think so.
Yep, they are. They are playing the national anthem. Let's pause, and we'll come right back. And a sterling rendition of the national anthem being played by the South Plaquemines High Marching Band in advance of the kickoff of the Division IV non-select state semifinals, Logansport versus South Plaquemines. And you're seeing the field right now. It's still dark. Don't worry. It's just something they've had planned. They did some fireworks.
It was a special entrance that South Plaquemines did. What's funny was Logansport, they came out on the field
Yellow.
and they were looking like Edna Carr with the purple and the gold coming out of the tunnel, coming out of the banner and everything. And then all of a sudden, all of a sudden the lights come off, and then you see it has to come back on there. But we're gonna go ahead and turn back to us right now.
Yeah, let's do
until
that.
we ready, because we just wanted to give a look to the people out there to see why we're not kicking off yet. But we're gonna be kicking off in a minute because the national anthem is done.
It is, and
So,
now the
hold on
next
a
thing is
second.
that's us.
Oh, that is us. Hold on one second. We're gonna be good. Gotta love it. Like say cheese, ladies and gentlemen. We're quick.
Well, now you're going back to the field. There it is.
Go.
All right, and we are back, and there you go. It's still dark out there on the field, and we still got the coin flip to determine who will get first possession in this football game. VK, 16 sites are hosting games tonight. 16 are hosting football games tonight. We are here in Buras, South Plaquemines, and Logansport. If you were a neutral person and you're not here to do a game, if you had to pick a game, like as not a fan, just as a fan, where would you be tonight?
Whew, I ain't gonna lie. Looking at a lot of these games, there's 2 sites I would love to be at right now. I would like to be at Ruston for Destrehan and Ruston, because that is an unbelievable game. They go at it. Very intense great games with Ruston and Destrehan. It's going to be a very good one again tonight. And also, I would love to be in the rematch between Union Parish
and St. James. Great choices both, but I'm going to go personal with this one. First off, Shaw and Madison Prep, because of my brother. He's a Shaw alumnus, graduated 2003. It means it's family, and it means a lot if his school is to get to New Orleans next week, and of course, Bunky Dunham. The game is in Baton Rouge, and my late wife was a Bunky alumnus, and we're looking to see what's going on. I don't know what we got. I mean, it's still dark on the field, but yeah, those are the two. But we are here because this is going to be a fascinating contest. Two similar style teams. I think Logansport and South Plaquemines, they bring a lot of talent to the table. I feel like the Hurricanes have a little bit of an advantage, BK, on speed when it comes to this game, and I think that can play itself out here in the semifinals. Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, which you can see on JB the Sports Guy's YouTube page. Like, tag, share, subscribe, and if you're not here in Buras, tune in. Get your favorite snack, get your favorite beverage, whether it be a Powerade, a cold drink, or whatever it's milk, whatever the choice of beverage is. Sit back. It is a cold night. Turn the heater on in your house and get on your phone and go to the JB the Sports Guy's YouTube page to watch the Hash It Out Show semifinals.
The lights are on now. It's coming up and everything about to be set up. Logansport has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. South Plaquemines will receive to start the game.
Final thoughts before we get started.
Man, this is atmosphere in itself tonight, and this is a big game for both teams. And I'm so excited for the second year on the Hash Out Show Game of the Week that we have a state semifinal, and we have fulfilled our mission statement from week 1 to week 14. I'm excited, man. Let's get it going.
Let's go. That's what's up. And that's the end of the pregame show for the final time. I'll sign off as the pregame show host. We'll do this again next year. But guess what, boys? VK, it is time to play some football. It is time to punch somebody's ticket to the Caesars Superdome next week. Who will it be? Will it be Logansport? Will it be South Plaquemines? You got 3 hours to settle this on the field. Stay tuned to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. The Logansport Tigers, the South Plaquemines Hurricanes winner heads to New Orleans next Thursday at 3:30. VK Jones, the floor is yours, bro. Let's go. Finish strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, tonight we are here, Hurricane Stadium, on the campus of South Plaquemines High School. Hold on one second. We trying to get that straight. Wait.
Trying to get the field cam.
Field cam straight. Here we go. And we got to set that up.
Yeah, we do.
Here we go.
Oh, why are we getting... Aren't they tired of our handsome faces? I mean...
Yes. Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. I think we
might be in a little trouble here. Hold on a second.
Ideas.
Hold on a second.
Scoot.
Okay.
All right.
Hold on a second. We're having a little technical difficulty.
Of all time. It is a cold night, though, so bear with us. It is a cold night. Wiring could get a little faulty or whatnot. We're trying to get it together. Both teams are... South Plaquemines is on the field. I don't see Logansport on the field yet. They
Still
are
trying to make sure the lights are all the way on here.
They're not. They're not because the home side is not all the way on.
Yeah, they're trying to get the home side on.
The visitor side is. The home side, that's why we're not playing yet. That's why we have... There we go.
There we go. We're good.
There we go. Okay, we are fine. Okay, but yeah, these teams are ready to kick things off. VK Jones, it is time to play some football, my brother.
Yes.
And for the last time, take the lead and let's roll.
All right, here we go. This is the Hash It Out Show, where we put our authenticity of the best sports talk and the best sports in the state of Louisiana. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, and it is state semifinal time here in Division 4 tonight. It is the number 6 seeded Logansport Tigers taking on the number 2 seed, the South Plaquemines Hurricanes. VK Jones with you tonight, and we ready to rock it here. Who is going to the Superdome tonight? We are going to see, can't do it alone, my partner in crime, who is calling the game with me tonight, Mr. George Peppers. What's going on, man?
Not too much, man. And, man, this is just 2 years in. What an idea, huh? 2 years in, we're fulfilling statements, aren't we? You just said it yourself. How prophetic is that? That we're here for a second straight semifinal. We hope this one is as good as last year's was.
Yes.
Last year was wild.
Absolutely.
With Watchdog Christian and Southern Lab. But we're about to kick things off. Is Logansport kicking this off? Yep, they are.
Yes, they are right here. And Logansport, like now the lights are fully on as we're getting ready to go. Like we mentioned, Logansport had won the toss and they deferred to the second half of play.
Yep.
And South Plaque will receive. Kicking off will be Alex Espinosa.
Interesting story on him.
Very interesting story. He came onto the team 6 weeks ago, and he came from the soccer team, and it took him a little bit. He kicked a little bit, and they had a little trouble. But Logansport stepped up and brought in former Saint Garrett Hartley to train him, and he has been online since. And here's the kickoff. It'll be a short one, and South Plaque will put it down, and they will start right at the 38. As the Hurricanes will start off with their first possession of the ball game. And they will go with their quarterback, Roderick Parker Jr. for the Canes. And hang on 1 second.
What you got? Oh, no. Don't do it.
Okay, had a little technical, but we're fine. Here we go.
Got the bugs out?
Yep.
Okay,
here we go. And it is 1st and 10. That's Parker. It'll be Jaheim Williams also in the backfield. We'll see a lot of Alex Phillips, Donnell McGee, Cade Gabriel. We introduced the offensive line in 1 second. 1st and 10 for one receiver. And they're going to go, and here comes Williams with the ball. And Williams will keep going. Jaheim Williams, good start for the Hurricanes.
Talk about a good start. Look how he exploded through the line on that play, VK. The line opened up. He just shot through like a cannon. And he picked up, I think, about 20-something yards on that play, I think.
And they're right at the Logansport 43. And Williams was right in the Wildcat right there. Ramonte Jackson, also one of the receivers. Offensive line, Trevante Williams, Braden Bartholomew, Colin Turner, Tyrone Roberts, and Hilary Thomas.
Yep.
And 1st and 10. Now shotgun formation. 4 receivers this time.
Oh.
And Parker now in at quarterback. Man in motion. Back to pass Parker. He gets it out Williams. Williams shakes and breaks. He's going to get no gain on a play.
Yeah, they were setting up the screen there, but I don't think the play really fully developed. Williams had to really do some shifting to try to get something. I mean, he didn't really pick up anything, really.
And now 2nd and 10 coming up. Actually, it's a 1 yard loss. They're at the 44, at the 44-yard line. So they'll be 2nd and 11. Hurricanes got to get to the 33 of Logansport to continue to drive. It's Williams, Parker in the backfield, 4 receivers. And the option, they toss it outside. Williams has blocks on the outside. Williams breaks another tackle, and he'll be close to the 1st down. And they're right at near the 35-yard line. And actually, he's got the first. Enough for a 1st down for South Plaquemines. Hold up. I'm sorry.
2nd down.
It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down.
And 2.
I don't know why the officials just went and chained, but it's okay.
But notice the speed advantage already right out the box.
Right.
Jaheim Williams on 2. The first play when he shot through the gap, then they took him on a toss sweep on the outside. He beat the ends to the corner and got a big chunky yards to make it a very manageable 3rd down for South Plaque.
9-yard gain, 3rd and 2, and a timeout on the field.
4.
It's kind of officials' timeout there.
Know what this is
I
about.
think they're trying to make sure the chain is untangled and straight before they even go ahead and.
Well, it is a cold night, and there's metal on that chain, so maybe trying to get that squared away.
Yep. And we get back to live action.
Okay. Play clock's good.
3rd and 2. They got to get to the 33 for a 1st down.
Wouldn't be surprised if they go Wildcat again with Jaheim.
And that's what they're doing here. Jaheim Williams And actually, they go on to center, and they get hit in the backfield. A big-time loss. Logansport steps up defensively and makes a huge stand.
That was a jailbreak blitz by Logansport, and that play never had a chance, South Plaquemines, to develop at all. And the Tiger defense just obliterated that play. Blew it up from jump.
Big-time play right there for the Logansport Tigers.
Was it Williams they tackled?
Yes. No, that wasn't Williams. It was Parker. Parker was actually in the center.
Lost yardage, but still on the plus side of the field, I don't think you're going to try Jose from this long.
No, they're gonna have the punt team out. Alex Phillips back to punt for
South Plaque.
South Plaque. Logansport in all white with the yellow numbers and black trimmings. Timeout, South Plaquemines, and that'll be their first charge timeout. And let's take it with them. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week right here on JB the Sports Guy.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
Are you in need?
And welcome back.
We were discussing in the break, VK. I think this timeout, and they're going to still punt it. I thought for a second they might debate about going for it, but
I think the clock was running down too.
Yeah.
So here's Phillips back to punt. And it's a fake. And here's the Hurricanes. Can they get to the corner? No, they're not. And it will be 1st and 10 for Logansport.
I knew they were debating something.
Wow.
I just thought I knew they were debating something. Something told me they were going to try something. I didn't think it was going to be a fake from that far out, but 7 yards, I did not think that was going to be the play.
Trevante Williams tried to take the snap, and he barely got a yard and a half, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Logansport. And Logansport, they'll start at the 39. The 38-yard line. No, the 39.
Early gamble for South Plaquemines doesn't work. Let's see what the Tigers do with pretty good field position to start.
Very much so. 1st and 10. And it's the handoff. It is going to the right side. And probably about a good 3 yards on the gain for Jukaden Carter, who's the ball carrier for Logansport. So it's between Jukaden Carter, who's the running back, Tanashton Bland, another running back who is key. They like to run the ball very well. That's what they do.
They are a heavy run team, so expect a lot of that in this ball game.
Very much so. And here we go, and I believe we'll tell you who the quarterback is in a minute. They go hand it off middle, and they're trying to cut it back. Good tackle right there. And that was Carter again with that carry. He's got only about 2 yards. They're right at the 44. And the starting quarterback tonight is Keaton Kaysen. Keaton Kaysen. Yes, Keaton Kaysen is your quarterback for the Tigers. So it'll be 3rd and make it 5 to go. Tigers got to get to their own 49. 3 receivers set in the shotgun. Back to pass. Kaysen setting up the screen. Blocks in front, but he's gonna have enough. 1st down for Logansport. Good catch and run right there for the Tigers, and I believe that was Jordan Michelle with that catch. Couldn't clearly see the number, but they set the screen and got the 1st down.
Pretty important 1st down, obviously. You know, you take advantage of an early gamble, and now if you're Logansport, you try to establish your early will in this ball game. Try to take the crowd out of it a little bit.
Here we go. 1st and 10 right at the 49. Low snap. And Kaysen will try to get out of there. Kaysen is going to take a big loss.
Now, he did a lot of hesitating there, VK, because South Plaquemines, oh, there's a flag.
There's a flag
That's gonna be late, though. I think this is going to go against South Plaque.
Might be an unsportsmanlike conduct.
I wouldn't be surprised. But Kaysen, all right, we're watching the officials to see what the call is. Just wanted to say, though, Kaysen did a lot of shifting and really just hesitated, really. But South Plaquemines closed that gap down.
Personal foul on South Plaque, 15-yard penalty.
Wow.
I think something was said after that play was over and the flag was thrown.
And this is where, if you're the coaching staff, VK, it's just one penalty, but boy, that's 15 yards you're giving the other team.
Exactly.
Get your guys reined in and stop that. It's the semifinals. You can't make them kind of mental errors.
Not at all. They got to keep their heads in it. And here we go. 1st and 10 for Logansport, and they're at the South Plaquemine 38. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. Handoff this time, and they're going to the middle. Look at this run here, and a good run there by Ashton Bland. And close to a first down, a 9-yard gain for Bland. And Bland is huge himself. Looks like a good 6'2" and a half. 2nd down, Kaysen will go deep. Left side, incomplete. Good coverage right there. And it was intended for Michelle.
Interesting call on 2nd and 1, VK, to go to chuck it down the field, and they didn't get it. So it's 3rd and 1. I think they'll take 2 downs if need be to get this first down, to try to get this first down.
Very much agreed. It is 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. We got 5:53 left in the first quarter.
And remember, this first quarter is sponsored by Barretto's Home Solutions.
And here we go, 3rd and 1, and they take it on the Wildcat and bring the tackle. Here comes Logansport, and then goes out of bounds. 1st and goal. That was, I believe that was Joseph Powell with that carry on the Wildcat.
Picked up a big chunk of yards, obviously, to get the first down. And for the first time tonight, VK Jones, we are in the Billy Bravender red zone.
And they're right inside the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. The handoff. Going on the outside. Couple blocks. Let's see. And they're down at the 1. Making the 2-yard line. Another good run right there. That is Powell once again.
They're interesting. They ran him on the Wildcat, and they run him on this, just a dive play.
And I tell you, interesting, Logansport has some weapons of their own. So that's something South Plaquemines is going to have to look out for. Now Kaysen back at quarterback on 2nd and goal in the pistol. Kaysen, middle with the surge. And no signal yet. Touchdown for Logansport. 2-yard touchdown for Keaton Kaysen. And the Tigers on the board first, 6-0.
And how important was that drive right there for VK to get an early handle on this game? 61 yards, 7-play drive. Took 2 minutes and 36 seconds off the clock. And Keaton Kaysen finishes it up with a 2-yard run up the gut.
Espinosa, extra point, snap down, kick is up, and it is good. 5:35 left in your first quarter. Logansport strikes first, 7-0. We're coming right back. This is the Hash It Out Show, Game of the Week.
Did you experience storm damage from Hurricane Francine? Barretto Home Solutions can help. You can give them a call at 504-940-7552.
And welcome back as Keaton Kaysen gets the touchdown, 2 yards for Logansport as they get on the board first, 7-0. As Alex Espinosa setting up to kick off. And now South Plaquemines realizes that, hey, this is just like last week.
But Mangum did not get in front last week.
No, they did have a lead. They had a lead first, and then South Plaquemines bounced back. They had a 6-0 lead, and all of a sudden the extra point was the difference. Remember, they scored on their first drive. So here comes South Plaquemines, who will take the ball right at the 34-yard line. So now South Plaquemines is going to have to bounce back quickly. And now South Plaquemines defense, I'll tell you, they're going to have to really make adjustments quickly because Logansport has a good bit of weapons and some speed and power.
They do, and they threw a few wrinkles at South Plaquemines. It looked like they were a little befuddled on that possession. South Plaquemines was defensively. I think Logansport had a little bit of a read of what they were doing early. Let's see how the Hurricanes offense responds, though.
And 1st and 10 right at the 34-yard line, and it is false start on the Hurricanes, and they'll move 5 yards back. Now they'll be at the 29.
Mm-hmm.
South Plaquemines just gotta get their heads in it right now. I mean, early mistakes. 2nd and 15. That's 1st and 15.
1st and 15.
Right at the 29.
Mm-hmm.
Shotgun formation, and they're gonna go ahead and take the run, and they're trying to bounce outside, and on about got about a yard on that play.
Williams.
That was Williams on that carry.
He was so big last week, VK, getting 209 all-purpose yards, 189 on the ground, and 3 touchdowns last week. Jaheim Williams.
Yep. And now Parker back in at quarterback. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 13 right at the 30. Make it the 31-yard line. 31-yard line of South Plaque. Parker back to pass. Parker looking. Parker's going to go deep. Wide. Throws it. Oh, incomplete. Good coverage there for Logansport. And that is Carlton Packett with the coverage.
Some early scores from the semifinals. Neville and Central are tied at 7. Ruston has broken like a shot. They lead Destrehan 14-0 second quarter. Edna Carr leads Catholic of Baton Rouge 7-0 in the second quarter. No score in Curtis and Alexandria. Franklinton 8, Iowa 7 first quarter. Cecilia 8, Plaquemines 7. Shaw, fast start, 14-0 leaders at against Madison Prep. And we'll come back with some more after this play, VK.
3rd and 13. Back to pass is Parker. They're setting up the screen. And they get the screen there. And they're going to be short of the first down. Good catch and run there by Donnell McGee. But just not going to be enough for the first down as they're right at their own 40-yard line for the Hurricanes. And
I don't know if you go for it here,
no,
VK.
you got to punt the football. Then that's why Alex Phillips is out there. So my team is out. So
while they're moving on the field, more scores. Edie White leads Sneedsville 7-0. Union Parish and St. James tied at 7. Sterlington 21, Gina 0, and Bunkie 16. Dunham 0 in the first quarter.
Wow.
Catholic of New Iberia 6-0 over Calvary Baptist. This could be upset alert right here tonight.
Yep.
Haynesville hitting General Trash no score. Our game.
Let's see. And they takes a Logansport roll. But let's see about the flags, because there was 2 flags out there, and it could be offsides on defense.
Probably. Vermilion Catholic, fast start. They lead Kentwood 13-0, and Ouachita Christian at Ascension Catholic with the early 8-0 lead. The other game that matters to these folks is General Trask and Haynesville. That game is not kicked off. It's kicking off at 7:30. 7:30.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, very. Let's see what this laundry is on the field, though. But how about the Bunkie Panthers? 16-0 already, VK.
Wow.
With that defense?
I tell you, man, I think this time, more than anything else, Dunham knows better after what happened last week.
Well, they didn't win the game. LC lost it. Lafayette Christian lost that game.
I'm not gonna. I understand what you're saying, but I'm not gonna say that. I give a lot of credit to.
I do too.
I get a lot of credit to Elijah Haven. Sometimes you got to get moments when people people bring back a team and
so
refuse to let them die. That's just what it is.
So Logansport will take
Logansport will take over. They will start at their own 48-yard line. Good field position again for the Tigers. Keaton at quarterback. Shotgun formation. The handoff and back down right there. That's going to be a loss. And that was Bland who had that carry, and credit the defense of South Plaquemines. The starting lineups for the South Plaquemines defense goes like this. Defensive line, Donnell McGee, Vincent Turner, Trevante Williams, and Hilary Thomas. The linebackers, Alex Phillips, Dean Ankalade, Kai Ankar. Your secondary is Josh Bartholomew, Ramonte Jackson, Jatavius Williams, and Cade Gabriel. And here we go, 2nd and 11. Now they're right at the 48, and back to pass. Kaysen, they'll get it out, and incomplete. And it was intended, and it's kind of hard to look at the numbers because it's kind of a yellow type goal.
Yeah, I know. I was about to ask you. This is a little difficult. So I'm right next to you, and I'm looking. I'm like, how's he doing these numbers?
And I believe I think that was 2, or actually, there might have been 5 who was intended for and missed it. So it's 3rd and 11. Kaysen in shotgun. Tigers got to get to the South Plaque 42 to continue to drive.
Important moment for the Hurricane defense.
And back to pass, Kaysen. He'll throw it. Wide open caught. A big catch, and it'll be a first down for Logansport. Wow, how wide open you can get right there. First and 10 for the Tigers. And I believe we're gonna get that to number 2, Michelle. He was wide open right there.
Jordan Michelle, I think is yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
He was wide open right there for that first down.
Yeah, and that's a huge first down.
First and 10. Now they're at the 40. The handoff. And it tripped, and only about a yard on the play. That was Bland with that carry. So they mix it up with Bland and also.
So much for a heavy run.
Yes.
So much for the heavy run that we were told before the game.
Right.
But this is the first broadcast this year where we're trying to make these uniforms out with the numerics and how they're painted.
Right.
This is easily the most difficult.
Very much so. Here we go. 2nd and 9. Only a 1-yard gain for Bland. Man in motion. The handoff. And this time, only about maybe a yard on the play. This time, that was Packett with that carry. Only a yard. It'll be 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 7 for Logansport here. Logansport got to get to the Hurricanes 30 to continue to drive.
6th play of the drive for Logansport. Already approaching a minute and a half in the first quarter.
1:33 and counting. 3rd and 7. Huge crowd in South Plaquemines. The South Plaquemines crowd on the feet on 3rd and 7. They go with the Wildcat. They cut back to the right side, and that's a wide open lane. First down for Logansport. A huge first down for the Tigers.
It seems like South Plaquemines is a step behind defensively right now in these first 2 possessions, VK, because Logansport is finding gaps that I wasn't sure they were going to.
Joseph Powell once again on the Wildcat, but might be a flag there. Let's see. There is a flag there. That might not even count.
It might come back.
That could be a critical penalty for Logansport. Personal foul on Logansport.
Chop block?
Probably a chop block, and that's going to move them back.
15. But that should be a loss of down too, right?
Let's see.
Because it's a chop block, so you would.
No, it's not a loss of down.
So
it's still 3rd down. And now they're all the way at midfield. So now it's 3rd and 20. Tigers got to get to the Hurricanes 30-yard line. We got 1:05 left in the first quarter. Kaysen in the shotgun here. Kaysen back to pass. He pump fakes. He will go to the left side. And incomplete. Good coverage there for the Hurricanes. It'll be 4th down.
Think they're going to give this ball back to South Plaque. I don't imagine they'll go for it here.
And I think they're getting the punt team out here right now.
They are. I see them.
And that will be Hunter Martin will be the punter for Logansport.
South Plaquemines still filing in.
Yeah, Jaheim Williams waiting to return the punt.
Feels like they need something to happen, South Plaquemines, because they just look a step slow early. They need a spark plug play.
Yes, they do. And the snap. And they kicked into it, that one, and that will take a Logansport roll. And South Plaque will start right inside their own 19. And indeed, it is standing room only right now. It's still people filing into the stadium. We got people standing by the gate on the South Plaquemines side, and it's starting to be that way on the Logansport side as well. Like Coach Longfeet said, could be a possible SRO, and they're getting it tonight. Also, special guests in the building tonight. The former head coach of the South Plaquemines Hurricanes is here. That is Coach Cyril Crutchfield, the 2-time state champion here from South Plaquemines, here to see his former player try to lead their team back to the Dome tonight, and it is good to see him tonight here at Buras.
It is, and where are they? 30.
They're inside the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. They go in a shotgun, 3 receivers. Parker at quarterback. And Parker trying to take the draw, and there's no gain on that play. Maybe a 1-yard loss. It was a 1-yard loss, not an 18. And I think there was a little bit of a busted play there. So
give Logansport's defense some credit.
Yes.
They're gapping tonight. They are really getting in those gaps.
They're getting in the gaps. They're really slowing down the South Plaquemines team. We're at 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And I think South Plaque
is going to let the quarter
I think they're going to let the quarter run out here. They're taking their time on the line, and Rob Parker said, hold up.
3 seconds. Yep.
And that will be the end of your first quarter. Your score, the Logansport Tigers, the 6th seed, leading the 2-seed South Plaquemines Hurricanes 7-0. We're coming right back. This is the LHSAA state semifinals right here on the Hash It Out Show. Game of the week.
Green Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury, criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm.
And welcome back. We are in the second quarter. 7-0 Logansport leading the 2-seed, the South Plaquemines Hurricanes. South Plaquemines will have a 2nd and 11 as they're right inside their own 18-yard line.
Madison Prep and Shaw is now tied at 14.
Wow.
Tied at 14.
Madison Prep is in the semis for a reason.
Yep.
And man, good comeback for them right now.
No score in the other game, meaning that means a lot here. Haynesville and General Trask. Actually, they haven't started. According to this, they haven't started, but they should be kicking off any minute now.
All right, 2nd and 11.
Let's get it.
South Plaque got to get to their own 29 to continue to drive. Now it's Williams. Williams will take the snap, and he'll get some blocks. Williams will try to take off, and they're right at, let's see, I believe that is the 25. Yep, they'll be at the 20, make it the 24-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down and 5 coming up. Very manageable coming up for South Plaque.
But an important 3rd down for the Hurricanes to try to gather some momentum, VK. Logansport seems to be a little bit ahead early on as far as, anticipating what's there and what's not. Hurricanes are going to have to just do a little bit of adjusting here.
Very much so. Timeout is called.
Bye.
And it's South Plaquemines. A little bit too much time with the play. And we'll take it with them. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
All right, folks, as we kick off tonight's football game, let's take a moment to talk about something just as important as a winning playbook, your financial future. Kaylin Parker, a financial advisor with Magnolia Wealth Strategies, is here to help you stay financially fit off the field. From retirement and estate planning to investment management and even insurance needs, Kaylin Parker is here to help you. Reach out to Kaylin at 504-613-2161 or at cparker@financialguide.com.
And welcome back. 3rd and 5 coming up. Only one timeout left in the first half for South Plaquemines.
And a reminder, the second quarter is sponsored by our good and great friends at the Green Law Firm.
And it's Parker at quarterback with 5 wide receivers. He fumbles the ball. He picks it up. Parker will get only a yard. Mishandled on the snap.
That never had a
and it
chance,
messed the
BK.
time in there up right there. You're right about that, George.
That never had a chance.
Wow.
And they got maybe, a yard, I think?
Only a yard. Actually, they took a loss. So now they're right at the 22-yard line.
Probably they're going to kick it. Yep,
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
going to have to kick it here. Alex Phillips back to punt. And I tell you, give credit to Logansport's defense. So far, 2 possessions. South Plaquemines has not crossed midfield.
Nope, not at all.
They got to hurry 1 second. They get the punt, get the snap, get the punt off right there. A good one for
wow.
Alex Phillips.
Look at that
That is
bounce.
a good one there. It takes a roll.
He better pick this up.
And that is big there. South Plaquemines. Good kick there by Alex Phillips. They fielded down. Logansport will start at their own 16.
That could have been a great field position for Logansport, but this cold weather and that wind helped that ball get a good bounce. And Alex Phillips, take your hat off, man. That's a heck of a punt. That could be one of it's the little things that turn a game. That might be something that could turn this game.
We mentioned that South Plaquemines special teams was going to have to be key.
And that
to
was
keep
very
things,
key
and that
right
was
there.
key there. So now the South Plaquemines defense is going to have to step their game up here to
See what they
try to
can do.
get another stop. It did
three
get
and
a
out
3 and
one.
out earlier. Let's see once again. 1st and 10. Kaysen and hand off, and it is Brand. And positive yards. They're right at the 22. For Tenashton Brand, or the Tenashton Bland for the Tigers. And it'll be 2nd and 4 coming up there. It was a 6-yard gain. As the Tigers got to get to their own 26. And here we go, shotgun formation, 4 receivers for Kaysen. Kaysen, back to pass. He'll throw it up, and it's caught. Good catch, and here's another run now. 1st and 10 for Logansport, and that's Hunter Martin with the catch and run. And I tell you, the Logansport crowd, they're going crazy over there. They're trying to take that South Plaquemines crowd out of it. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and now they're inside. They're on 36. They're right at the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation again. 4 receivers for Kaysen. And this time it's Carter in the backfield. A handoff. Carter, who cuts back. Carter, he's going to get stuffed up right there. Only going to get a yard for Carter.
I can tell you some updated scores. Ruston has extended to a 21-0 lead over Esterham.
Wow.
Edna Carr and Catholic of Baton Rouge, the Bears, the defending champions, they're not going to go out without a fight. They have scored, but they missed the extra point. 7-6 is that score line. Franklinton opening up early in Iowa, 22-7. And Cecilia, 22, Plaquemine, 7.
Wow. 2nd and 9. Shotgun formation for Kaysen. Then a handoff. It is going to Carter. Carter trying to cut back. He won't escape. It'll be no gain on the play. Credit South Plaquemines D.
Vermilion Catholic all over Kentwood in the second quarter, 20-0 VK. And Ascension Catholic leads Ouachita Christian 14-10 in the second quarter.
All right, and it's now 3rd and 9 coming up. Logansport, they got to get to their 46 to continue to drive. And we're at 7:53 left in your first half. And Logansport might have to burn a timeout here with 3 seconds on the play clock.
And that would be their last timeout.
And they will. That'll be their first timeout.
Okay, South Plaque was the one that burned those times. Okay, I got you.
So it's timeout Logansport. Let's take it with them. This is the Hash It Out Show, game of the week.
Feeling drained from the constant noise in your daily life? Immerse yourself in pure audio bliss with drums. Experience a world of crystal clear sound, free from distractions. Discover the ultimate relaxation and escape into an oasis of serenity. Grab yours today. drumsworld.com.
And welcome back. Logansport took the first time out. They have 2 timeouts left in the first half. VK Jones, George Peppis, my main man Devin Martino on the camera tonight, braving the weather. We appreciate your hard work, my brother. So let's get it going here. Back to line action. 3rd and 9 for the Tigers. They got to get to their own 46 to continue to drive. 4 receivers, 2 on each side, as Keaton Kaysen at quarterback. Man in motion. Back to pass for Kaysen. Kaysen has pressure coming, and a flag down, incomplete. And that could be possible holding on that one. And if it's a hold on Logansport, South Plaque is probably going to decline, and it will be 4th down. Holding on Logansport, that'll be declined 4th down, and possibly Logansport will have the punt team to come out. So their punt team is coming out, so that's huge there for the Hurricanes, getting another 3 and out. Hunter Martin will be back to punt. And back to return is Jaheim Williams. Good snap. The pressure comes, and it is shaped right there. That is going to be tremendous field position for South Plaquemines, but a flag is down.
Did they jump the snap, VK, is what I'm questioning here.
Or could be running into the kicker. One or two.
A problematic.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker on Logansport. On South Plaquemines. That is huge there. Logansport is going to get a first down.
That's a get out of jail free card right there. But South Plaquemines almost turned this game on its ear with that shank, and it didn't happen because they ran into the kicker. Judgment call, but and got to go back and look at it. But
yeah,
but Logansport gets a first down on that play.
And the sideline not happy for South Plaquemines, including Lyle Feed. And he feels like that they have got to break out of that one. And he's just trying to wonder how he got the roughing the kicker. You hear some of the fans out there.
That's called fan referees.
Exactly.
Right?
So this is a huge first down for Logansport. And now they're right in good field position at the South Plaque 48.
See, I'm taking stats as we're writing. I didn't see the flag come till late, and I already had finished off the thing. So now got to adjust on the fly, sir.
That's all right. And the way it was looking, it looked like great field position for South Plaque. But that flag came out, and wow.
It's like, yikes. With 7:28 to go in the first half, what do we have at halftime?
Coming up at halftime, we have one of our CrescentCitySports.com experts. We have the brother of George Peppis, Emmanuel Peppis, joining us to talk about the semifinal matchups and potential Superdome storylines coming up.
Which we will be an integral part of next week.
And a hot snap. They give it, and
that Carter?
Carter with that carry, and he's only got about a yard. Jukadin Carter with the carry. So it'll be 2nd and 9.
So now I got to redo this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. They really mixed it up, Logansport, VK. Throwing it and running it.
Yes.
This has been a very balanced attack early, and we're almost halfway home in this first half.
7 minutes and counting in your first half. 7-0 Logansport, 2nd and 9. 3 receivers this time. Shotgun for Kaysen. The handoff, and this time it's Bland. Oh, goodness gracious. What a hit.
You saw what I saw.
Woo! Tanashton Bland went and ran with it, but paid the price. Donnell McGee with a wallop.
Not quite a teeth rattler, but pretty good lick, though, nevertheless. And that forces a 3rd down for the Tigers.
Big on big right there. You
Yes.
gotta love that.
Yes.
3rd down and make it 6 to go. They gotta get to the 38. Shotgun formation, man in motion. Back to pass is Kaysen. Pressure's coming. They throw the screen, but let's see, they get away. No,
not quite, not
short. Good job by the South Plaque D. They could have had a loss, but credit the Hurricanes making the tackle.
And that's enough.
4th down, and they're right at the South Plaque 43. And let's see, and the punt team will come out there, Martin. And I'm going to say this, you got to watch the fake here on 4th and make it 5 to go.
No way.
4th and 4.
I mean, they're on our plus side of the field.
And look at this here. They're going to be short of the 1st down. Did I just tell you they were going to try something tricky, but this time for Logansport, it didn't work. 1st and 10 for South Plaquemines. Reason why I said that, because something close and you're across midfield, I'm thinking, okay, you're gonna try to really pin them, or are you gonna try something tricky to get a 1st down? You're saying it because I'm saying it because this is low classification, and this is the state semis. Crazy stuff happened in the state semifinals, so risky for Logansport, but nothing doing there.
Didn't work.
Didn't work at all. So 1st and 10, South Plaquemines, and let's see if the Hurricanes can take advantage of it as they start right at their 43. And
Best field position for the Hurricanes tonight.
they got to hurry. It is like 13 on the play clock.
They can get that.
And it looked like it is Williams, I believe, or is it Phillips? It is Williams. Williams get the carry. Williams trying to get through. A good positive yards for Jaheim Williams right at the South Plaque 49.
Good 6 yards right there on that 1st down play, BK.
Very much agreed. Make it, 6, make it 5. 5 yards on that
5.
one.
Okay, they're going to
2nd and 5. That's okay.
Not
He's
you.
right at the
Not you, sir. I'm talking about those guys.
Those
down
guys
there.
on the
Yeah, them.
It's okay. We're at under 5 minutes, 4:55 and counting. 2nd and 5. And they got to hurry with 8 on the play clock. This time it's Parker at quarterback with 2 on the play clock. The handoff's Phillips. Phillips will take off a little bit. He'll get the 1st down. Big 1st down there for Alex Phillips. And now the Hurricanes are starting to use other weapons outside of Williams. And Feet said, I got plenty. I ain't got just Williams. I got other people. So let's see what happens here. But a big run for Alex Phillips.
And that was what was key last week. You know, their defense really was the linchpin in the 2nd half in the 3rd quarter against Mangum. Tonight, you know, you got Jaheim Williams, who was electric last week. We got to mix it up. And now Lyle Feet's starting to integrate some of his other weapons in there.
And here we go on 1st and 10. They got 3 on the play clock, and they're going to have to hurry. Williams waiting. And let's see. It will be timeout for South Plaquemines. That will be their last charge timeout. We'll stay with it right here. And we're trying to get some updated scores, but at the same time, good drive so far for South Plaquemines as they're trying to take advantage of an attempted fake punt for Logansport. So far, 4-3 left in your first half, and it's 7-0 for Logansport.
You ask, you shall receive, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus. This is what I hate when you're trying to pop up scores. They got a question there. Neville and Central are tied in the 2nd quarter at 7.
Wow.
Ruston opening up a little bit more, 24-0 now over Destrehan. Shocking that the Destrehan Tigers don't have a point, but Ruston Bearcats
Wildcats.
defense is really, really good.
Yes.
Wildcats. Edna Carr and Catholic, this is a football game, boys. Edna Carr leads 7-6 in the second quarter. Alexandria strikes first. They lead John Curtis 7-0 in the second quarter. Franklinton up on Iowa 22-7. Cecilia, how about them Bulldogs, VK Jones? They are rolling Plaquemine right now, 29-14 in the second quarter. Madison Prep and Shaw are tied at 14 in the second. E.D. White 14, Leesville 0. Union Parish 28, St. James 14 in the second quarter. Sterlington, this is the worst. This is the biggest mismatch thus far. 35-0 in the second quarter on Gina.
And here we go. And here is Williams. Williams, nice run there. A good run there for Jaheim Williams.
Finishing the score updates. Bunkie 16, Dunham 15. Second quarter. Catholic of New Iberia giving Cavalry a test. It is 14-7. And the game that means everything to these people here at South Plaquemines and Logansport, Haynesville has a field goal, beating General Trask 3-0. Logansport, of course, we know. Vermilion Catholic 20, Kentwood nothing. Ascension Catholic 14, Watchdog Christian 10.
That was a 6-yard gain. They're going to go to the big man. The big man will have a first down. Williams had a 6-yard gain, and now they're right at the 26-yard line, and the big man, Trevante Williams, getting the carry.
Was it 55?
51 with that carry. He usually comes in and gets a couple yards for the Hurricanes, and now they are driving. They're right at the 26.
And that's the first time they've used him tonight.
As South Plaquemines for the first time across midfield.
And getting close to the Billy Bravender red zone.
And they hand it off, and it is Phillips. Phillips cutting up the field. Phillips with a block. Phillips, 10, and inside and out of bounds. First and goal for the Hurricanes. And they're right at the 5. South Plaquemines using all the weaponry right now in this drive.
And that's what loosened up the Dragons last week, and that's what it's doing right now here on this drive. This is easily the best drive, obviously, but they're starting to mix and match. You know, you integrate a lot of different people and make it work. And we have another timeout.
Timeout called by Logansport.
Smart timeout by Coach McGee right there to try to stem the flow of South Plaquemines. That's a good timeout right there by Logansport.
That is the second timeout. Let's take it with them.
Okay.
This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, LHSA semifinal edition.
Green Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury, criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm.
And welcome back. It'll be first and goal. Logansport taking a timeout. 7-0. Tigers is with the lead, but South Plaquemines knocking on the door.
To explain why the timeout I feel was smart is to try to slow this hurricane momentum down. That's when Logansport took that timeout and said, hey, settle down, boys. It's fine. They still haven't gotten in. Just make a play.
Phillips and Williams in the backfield. First and goal from the 5. And here is Williams cutting back.
Cut it back.
Middle, but nothing doing.
Nope.
He's only going to get about a yard right at the 4, make it the 3-yard line. 2 yards for Jaheim Williams.
Yeah, as he cut it back, Logansport was quick on the spot to close that gap, and that's what they have been doing so well throughout this first half. Those just joining us, you're listening to the game on JB the Sports Guy's YouTube page. Stay tuned. We're here till the end of the game.
Here we go. Second and goal at the 3-yard line. Williams and Phillips. And they go to the big man on the right side. Touchdown! 3-yard touchdown. Trevante Williams. South Plaquemines on the board.
Now let's see if Jose Saez can tie this thing up.
And Jose Saez on the field. He was a key last week.
Yes, he was.
He made every extra point and was unbelievable on the kickoffs. Let's see if he can tie the ball game here. Here we go, and they got their personnel and Salis for an important extra point.
Could tie it up right now.
High snap. Salis, can he get it through? No, he doesn't.
Good rush by Logansport, though, VK.
Oh, great rush there. 2:16 left in your first half. 1 point lead for the Logansport Tigers, 7-6.
6-play, 54-yard drive. Took 3 minutes and 10 seconds off the clock. A couple of big conversions there. A couple of big plays and sprinkled in on that drive, too. Trevante Williams, the big guy, as you call him, representing us big guys well. 3-yard touchdown run to get the Hurricanes on the board. But great rush by the Tiger special teams and prevents this game from being tied. South Plaquemines is on the board, though. It's 7-6.
Very much agreed, and now the defense is going to have to really step it up again.
Late in the first half,
Exactly.
2:16. So, and South Plaque will get the ball in the second half to start. So if they can, kind of finesse things here and hold them here.
Actually, it will be Logansport who's going to get in the second half. Remember,
No,
Logansport
right.
won the toss
But they
and they
deferred.
deferred. So it'll be
Logansport gets it. That's right. Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
Logansport will get
I
it
just
start
saw
second
SP.
half.
I'm like, you knucklehead, you.
So
Self-criticism.
that's okay. As Jose Salis will kick off for South Plaquemines.
As expected, OVK, very entertaining first half.
Yes, very, very entertaining. Like we mentioned, coming up at the Bayou Audio and Video halftime, Emmanuel Peppers from Crescent City Sports and also
Honorary
the University of
member
New
of the
Orleans.
Hash Show.
Yes, the honorary member. And he will be joining us talking about these semifinal matchups and potential Superdome storylines.
And he will be a very big part of the Superdome next week as well. So a lot of us will be there. Here we go.
And here's a good kick. It is high. It will be returnable. They'll take it from the 1. As the Tigers looking to return. Look like a little lane, but brought down.
Decent field position.
Very decent field position right there.
All right, gotta get out the way. 2-0.
And I believe that was Powell with that kickoff return. Yep. So it'll be 2:09 left in your first half. And the Tigers will start right in the 26-yard line. So now Logansport will try to be called to answer what South Plaquemines has done with a 1 point lead. And here we go.
How do you attack this drive, EK? Up a point, 2 minutes to go.
I think you continue to what you do.
Yep.
Bunch formation this time in the shotgun. And a handoff. It is Bland. And he's gonna get good yardage. Bland right at the 32-yard line. To Nashton Bland and Jukadin Carter.
And South Plaquemines can't stop the clock, VK.
Nope, they can't not.
So Logansport has it has it to control this rest of this first half. They know they're not going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So and Kaysen throws a pretty good ball, but without stepping into any of his throws, he's just slinging it.
And if I'm South Plaquemines, I watch for the play action right here.
Exactly.
Here we go. On second.
Got caught on it earlier.
Make it 4 yards to go. That was a 6-yard gain. The handoff again and stacked up. Big time play by the defensive line of South Plaquemines, led by Donnell McGee. So it'll be third down. No gain on the play.
4.
3rd and 4 coming up.
All important spot for the Hurricanes. 1 minute and 2 seconds. And we're going to continue to move the clock. Okay.
Yep, and there's no timeouts either for South Plaque. So
if you're Logansport, maximize the clock. If you don't get this first down, you could just, depending on how much time they have after. Yeah, they're going to absolutely milk it. 5 seconds in there.
And Bland in the
They're gonna have to hurry
backfield
up,
with
though.
Case, and they got to hurry up. The Bland will get it again, and he is going to be stacked up and a loss for the Hurricanes. And the Hurricanes, they're bringing a lot now, and they're slowing down their running game for
29
Logansport.
seconds.
27s, and I think they don't have to run another play.
No, they do not. They can take this to the half. There's no need to punt this ball if you're Logansport.
Not at all. As Logansport quarterback going right to the sideline, the players going right to the sideline.
They know.
With 14 seconds left, and that is going as we get to 10 seconds. That will be the last play of your first half. Your score: the 6-seeded Logansport Tigers 7, the 2-seeded South Plaquemines Hurricanes 6. We're gonna go to commercial break. for the Bayou Audio and Video halftime with special guest, Crescent City Sports' own Emmanuel Peppers. Coming up next, this is the LHSA semifinal edition of the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
At Bayou AV Security, we are your one-stop shop for all your needs, whether it's enhancing your home entertainment system, securing your property, ensuring a seamless internet connection, or illuminating your outdoor spaces. We've got you covered. Bayou AV Security, where technology meets reliability. Call us today to experience the Bayou difference.
We're here right now with one of our experts right here on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. We're going to talk a little bit about these LHSA semifinal matchups and potential storylines and dome matchups that might be coming up next week. We're here with Crescent City Sports' own and also from the UNO Privateers, Emmanuel Peppers. How you doing, Emmanuel?
I'm doing fantastic, VK. How you doing today?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. Man, I tell you, man, this is one of the biggest weeks of the football season, and I can't believe things just winding down now more than anything else. That we look forward to week one. You know what I'm saying? We had Jamboree week one, and then all of a sudden now we're all the way to week number 14.
It's crazy. The old saying, "Time flies when you're having fun," isn't it? And it just feels it just feels like yesterday that the season started, and of course we had to weather some issues, of course, with Hurricane Francine that changed around a lot of schedules early in the season. But what a season we've had with so many storylines throughout the year and so many that have continued to this point. And it's such a beautiful week, like you said, because you win this week and you're going to the Superdome with a chance to hoist the state title for 8 teams who are going to wind up getting that honor next week in the Superdome. So it's certainly a magical week, and it's a lot of great storylines, a lot of great games to get to as well.
Very much agreed. We go from Division 1 all the way to Division 4 and non-select and select. And the lucky thing about it, it's just just 8 divisions and 16 games this week. Just that's it. But looking at these games here, the Division 4 non-select, like that's what we're focusing on with this game between Logansport and South Plaquemines and everything else. This game here is the winner goes to the state championship between these two programs. Logansport, very much a little more experienced wise and playoff success recently comparing to South Plaquemines, who has been making little come ups, but now for the first time has cracked the code, got to the quarters, cracked the code, got to the semifinals. What do you think about this matchup?
First of all, on the side note, I think that's about the longest trip that anybody could take within the state of Louisiana to go from Logansport up up where they are all the way down to the coast and come down to Buras to take on South Plaquemines. I think that's about the longest trip in the state that anybody can make. But really, besides that, it's what a story for Laufey, right? I mean, he was there as a player during the glory years in the late 2000s, early 2010s. You know, those teams that won 2 state titles and went to 3 straight state championship appearances. And for him to take over now at his alma mater, I believe in his 4th season now as the head coach, and to rebuild what he saw and to rebuild what he was a part of has been such a special story this year. And when you get to the game and analyzing it, South Plaquemine, I mean, the way they ran the ball, that was really impressive to establish that after a game that really started pretty on an even keel against Mangum last week. Of course, there were a couple of hiccups that South Plaquemine had to overcome early in the game, but once they got established and once they got that running game established, I mean, it was just light switch went on, and all of a sudden you look up at the scoreboard and they're comfortably ahead. So this is a team that could really strike fast at any moment. And certainly a lot of respect to Logansport and what they've been able to do this season. They played some tough teams to really start the year. So they're battle tested, and it's going to be a fun game to really track on Friday night.
And you look at that matchup, the winner of that ball game will get to the dome. They'll take on the 1 seed Haynesville, 12 seed General Trask. Um, that ball game in itself probably will be interesting, but Haynesville, being the defending champs who they are, and at the same time, just really just taking care of business as usual, trying to look for another state championship.
Yeah, Haynesville's unfazed, right? They've seen everything, even when they don't have the best of starts early in games. They're not phased by it. When you talk about typical programs in the state of Louisiana that know what it takes to get here and then to get past here to that next step of getting to the Superdome and a state championship game. Well, but we talk about great storylines as well. General Trask up in the Lake Providence area. I mean, this is certainly, you would have to say, by far their best season, and what they've been able to do and what they've been able to put together coming from the area that they're coming from. I mean, it's one of the great storylines of this week, and it's certainly going to be a tall task against the Haynesville team that can beat you in a variety of ways. But you never underestimate a team that really feels like they're kind of playing with house money. I think General Trask kind of has that feeling going into Friday night. So even though it's going to be a tall task, and I think a lot of people are expecting Haynesville to get the job done, regardless of result, and certainly a season to be proud of for General Trask.
Very much agreed. And looking at the other matchups in the playoffs, I'm gonna ask you this: what is maybe your most intriguing matchup of the LHSA semifinals?
Oh my gosh, I would have to say, I would have to say Ruston and Destrehan, because certainly Destrehan has had Ruston's number the past handful of years, but this is the best Ruston team that I think Destrehan has seen out of that group. And taking a third straight trip up to North Louisiana, you wonder what that's going to do to Destrehan. But this is a team that's really gotten hot and healthy at the right time as well. And it's kind of odd to say this in a game that was 69-41 last week, but defense really made a difference for Destrehan against Airline last week, because there were two key turnovers that they forced near the end of the first half that took what was a one possession game. I think it was 7 points at the time, and made it a three possession lead for Destrehan going into halftime. And they had all the cushion they needed going into the second half to absorb anything that Airline threw at them. So really, defense played a bigger part than maybe the scoreline would indicate last week against Airline. But this is a Ruston team that certainly has the experience. They have some great players, especially at the skill positions, and they're the defending state champions, and defending state champions for a reason. Coming out of one of the toughest districts in Louisiana, I think this is going to be one of the premier matchups of the weekend of Friday night. And on a biased answer, I got to say a note to the Shaw Eagles against Madison Prep as well. Being a Shaw alum, of course, seeing them potentially have a chance to get back to the Dome for the first time since 2008. I will from a biased answer, I will be certainly tracking that with great interest as well.
I know you will. I know you will. And looking at it, you're looking at things more than anything else. Division 1 on the select side. What a great run for Edna Carr and for John Curtis. We talked about two of the best districts. We talked about the Neville district, the Neville in Washita, and also Ruston, the Academy League district. You Edna Carr making one of the best 3-year runs we've ever seen in school history, only losing one game in the Academy League in 3 years, just getting into it. And for them to be a 1 seed to host Catholic, and for John Curtis, for them to overcome a losing regular season to get to the semifinals. Is there a chance that these two will meet in the finals? And not just that, what is Edna Carr chances of finally getting it done against Catholic of Baton Rouge?
Oh my gosh. Folks, first of all, one of the matchups that I'm looking forward to is Carr's receivers against Catholic secondary, because Catholic secondary really showed a lot, especially in that playoff win against Rummel. And I think Rummel may have had one of the best defensive game plans against Catholic that anybody had. And they were really able to frustrate them and slow them down Catholic had a lot of trouble moving the ball, but they've got some size and speed on the outside defensively with their secondary. So that's going to be a fun matchup to see. But I just think that Carr last week, I think we all anticipated they were going to face their first real test of the playoffs against St. Thomas More, and they did. They fell behind early 14-0, and St. Thomas More was actually driving to make it 21-0. Lost the ball, Carr took over, and that just gave them all the spark that they needed. And of course, you know the rest of the story. They rip off 42 unanswered points, and they wind up winning the game comfortably. So it's going to be a tremendous matchup, especially on the perimeter. Carr's receivers against Catholic secondary. I think that's going to be one of the big keys to this game. But I think Carr is going to find a way to get it done and take that next step into the Superdome. And on the other side, with the semifinal with Curtis and Alexandria, I mean, what a story, right? JT Curtis, you know, whatever position he's in, we always hear it every year. Don't bet against JT in the playoffs. And here he is as a 19 seed, a team that certainly has a lot of talent, but they just had some issues with some simple mistakes and really just taking care of the ball and valuing the possessions they had in games. And they really rectified that, and their defense has been tremendous. So, and of course, Alexandria coming off a win against Bird where they really kind of had to hold on. They only had a 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter before they extended and pulled away a little bit at the end. Alexandria is facing a similar type of offense this week against Curtis. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle that. That is another real coin flip game that I'll tell you, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out on Friday night.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. And looking at other matchups as well, St. James, a potential of getting back to the dome with possibly one of the youngest teams in a rematch against Union Parish. What you can say about that matchup and St. James's chances to get back to the dome with a very young team for Levanta Davis.
You know, it's a young team, but I'll tell you when you get to week 14 now, which we're obviously in, it's a team that has had the opportunity to really kind of grow together, and it's a beautiful thing to see with any team at any level that's kind of coming in together. They go through it together. They go through that process, and you see the progression, that kind of natural progression throughout the season. And of course, St. James is so well coached, and they have tremendous athletes as well. So it's going to be a fun matchup against Union Parish. And but still, to do what St. James has done to acquire the 1 seed, like you said, as young as they are, it really just is a testament to the coaching and to the kids really just kind of accepting that process and kind of growing with it to this point where, yeah, they're still a young team, but they're a young team now with 13 weeks worth of experience under their belt and just in the season. Of course, we don't even talk about all the prep work and everything that goes before the season even starts. So these are kids that really have kind of grown together, and it's been a great progression to see, and it's going to be another interesting test. And we all remember that state championship last year against Union Parish, and like you said, the rematch is going to happen on Friday night. It's going to be a fun one.
Well, and here's another underdog for you. You know, another team that's young that's really making a come up is Kentwood. Kentwood, huge opportunity to take on a very experienced Vermilion Catholic team. What are your thoughts on Kentwood's chances of pulling off a huge upset and getting to the dome?
Oh my goodness. You know, they certainly do have a chance. They prove their explosiveness offensively, especially last week in that game against Southern Lab, being able to put up 50 points. Um, you know, they've got a good chance. Just watching this Vermilion Catholic team though, and seeing them through their playoff run, they're so disciplined defensively, and I think they do a really good job of keeping everything in front of them. They don't allow a lot of big plays. So for Kentwood, it's got to come down to patience, right? And patience offensively, and being able to take the opportunities when you get them. But just understanding the fact that I don't think there are going to be a lot of big plays against this Vermilion Catholic defense. If Kentwood can really hold true to that and be able to possess the ball and be able to stay ahead of down and distance, I think they have a good shot to really kind of shorten up this game a little bit and come out on top of Vermilion Catholic. But I think those big plays are going to be a little bit tougher to come by against this Vermilion Catholic defense. But they're certainly not without a chance.
Finally, gotta ask you this before we close things out. I've been doing a lot of research and everything, and this may be one of the most possible historic things that might happen Friday. I have looked through a lot of research. I have counted, I think, 7 coaches that has led 2 programs to the Superdome, and possibility Friday night that 2 coaches, for the first time in the history of Louisiana, will have taken 3 teams to the state championship game. And big shout out to Jared Boy, who pointed another coach out, because I thought this one coach was one, but these 2 might share it on Friday. That's David Semino over at Central and Nick Sottoformaggio over at Franklinton. Your thoughts if these 2 coaches gets this huge win on Friday, that they'll be the first 2 coaches ever in the state of Louisiana to lead 3 teams to the state championship game.
That is insane, right? And it speaks to how they're able to really take take what their identity is as coaches and be able to transfer it to different programs and to be able to understand what they want and what they want to build towards and how they communicate that to their kids as well. And the fact that that could be transferred to 2 schools and now having the chance to, like you said, put a third different school in the state championship. That is certainly could be a very special moment. And I'll tag on one more potentially special moment to this weekend as well. While we're on the subject of being able to make history, Leesville, of course, playing Ed White in the state semifinals in Division II Select. Xavier Ford has a chance to break the all-time single-season state record for rushing yards in a season. He's 137 away from doing it, and what a special season that young man has had, regardless of what the result is going to be on Friday night. So, like you said, but just going back to the original point, VK, about both of those coaches, it really is a testament to them knowing what they want, knowing what they want to achieve, being able to be intentional about how they communicate that to their personnel, and you see the results on the field, and we've seen them for years, and being able to transfer that to different programs is just adds an extra layer to it.
Emmanuel Peppers of Crescent City Sports and also the University of New Orleans, we thank you so much for joining us at halftime. We definitely appreciate it, and we will definitely see each other in the Superdome next week.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it. And to the folks watching, enjoy the rest of the game.
And welcome back as we're about to start the second half of play. Your score, Logansport 7 and South Plaquemines 6. Give us 1 second. We'll get this situation straight with the cameras.
There we go. Actually, they're on the field now, VK, so we might want to take it back out there.
Yeah, we are. I had to fix the camera because it was,
you.
Sometimes we run into these problems, but at the same time, we know how to fix it. Thank goodness.
Looked like the Hurricanes got some momentum late in the first half, getting a touchdown, and then Logansport, got stood up on their last possession. But now they get the football to start the second half. The Tigers do, and see what they will do with this first possession in a 7-6 ball game that has been very entertaining. Big plays defensively, a couple of plays offensively, a couple of great drives by both teams. There's really not a lot in between these 2 games, but remember last week, South Plaque was up 14-12 at halftime. That game turned on the defense. The Hurricane defense really did everything right in the third quarter and opened that game up. Let's see what happens to go in this third quarter.
And here we go. Logansport will get the ball to start the second half of play.
And a reminder, the third quarter is brought to you by our friends at Lil Dizzy's Cafe.
Lil Dizzy's Cafe, best soul food in the 7th Ward in New Orleans. Thank you so much to the Barquette family for sponsoring the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week and the Hash It Out Show. We definitely appreciate y'all very, very much. As we're about to get started, the officials making sure everything is ready to go, making sure the clock is fixed up and ready. And that's the only thing we're waiting on.
It is cold, so we'll give a little bit of a pass.
Yes, very much agreed. In a 40-degree night, about 49, actually at 50-something degrees with a wind chill of 40 degrees.
Well, it'll get colder before we leave. So
Very much agreed there. Yep, 51 degrees right now. So 51 degrees.
Don't
Wind
feel
chill,
like it.
45. Don't feel like it, but
don't feel like 51. No.
especially near by the lakes as we kick
Yes.
it off. And it'll be a good kick there. Salis kicks it to the 5. And here's Logansport looking in a decent return. Tigers will start at the 23-yard line. So now the Logansport Tigers with their first possession of this second half. 1 point lead for the Tigers here. The winner of this ball game will get a berth to the Division IV state championship next week. In the Caesar Superdome, they'll take on the winner of the 1 seed Haynesville and the 12 seed General Trask.
And Haynesville leads that game 10-0 last check.
Here we go, and here is 1st and 10. Right at the 23-yard line. We're in the shotgun formation. 3 receiver sets for Kaysen. The handoff, and it's going towards the middle. A good 4 yards right at the 27-yard line. And that was Bland with that carry. So it'll be 2nd down and make it 6 to go. Tigers got to get to their own 33. 3 receivers this time in the shotgun. And back to pass. Kaysen will throw the sideline. Incomplete, too high. It was intended for Keaton Packett. I'm going to say Keaton Packett. Packett just missed it right there, but at the same time, the pass was a little too high for Kaysen. It'll be 3rd down. As you hear the DJ and on the sideline, and also the South Plaquemines Hurricanes marching band in the stands as well. Standing room only tonight here in Burris, and here we go, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 coming up here in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. Kaysen and couple of blocks, and a gun, a 1st down. A huge 1st down there for Logansport. A big-time 1st down for the Tigers. Apologize there for a little bit of the difficulty, but we're good.
Couldn't make out who caught that ball, but that was a big play right there.
And I think that was Packett who caught that one and got loose. So that's a huge 1st down right there. 1st and 10. They're right at the 42. The handoff. And this time is going to be positive yards right at the 44. And that was Carter this time with the carry. And South Plaque on that 3rd down had a chance at the tackle, but Packett broke a couple of tackles to get that 1st down.
Yeah, he showed a lot of character on that play right there, making South Plaquemines miss, and just was so determined to get that 1st down.
Now 2nd down and make it 8, 2 yards on that gain. They got to get to the 48-yard line for the Tigers. And it is Kaysen, and good back tail right there, back tackle. Alex Phillips with the loss. Kaysen will try to keep it on that play. Looked like a bootleg, but a big loss.
Naked bootleg, but didn't quite work out. The Hurricanes were Johnny on the spot to get to that.
And that is a 3-yard loss, and they're right at the 42.
Hurricane fans now trying to encourage their team. This is 3rd down, right?
3rd down and make it 10 to go.
And they're encouraging their Hurricane defense to try to get a stop here.
4 receivers this time for Kaysen in the shotgun. Kaysen and flags. Actually, it'll be a timeout for South Plaquemines.
Yep.
Might have been wrong personnel, but it will be timeout for the Hurricanes. And we'll take it with them. This is the Hash Out Show. Game of the week.
Hey guys, this is Arkisha Baquet, the owner of Little Dizzy's Cafe. I am here with BK Jones, who is a part of the Hash It Out Show. We're coming to let y'all know what they got going on, and Dizzy's is a proud sponsor of the show.
We'd like to thank Miss Arkisha and Little Dizzy's Cafe for sponsoring us.
This is one of the best restaurants in the city of New Orleans in the 6th Ward. Come over.
If you're in the area, come and see us at 1500 Escalade Avenue in the heart of Tremay and experience some of the best Creole soul food you'll ever have in your life. Because the food is always hot and straight from the pot.
And welcome back. South Plaquemines using their first time out of the second half. And so they have 2 left for this ball game. And here we go.
And they were liberal on timeouts in the first half, VK. They need to be more careful with those timeouts now in the second half in a 7-6 game.
3rd and 10, back to pass Kaysen. Kaysen has time. He throws the middle, and what a catch! A huge catch for the Tigers, and that is Packett!
2 very big plays on this drive for Packett. Converted a 3rd down and long earlier, and now reaching over the defender to get that ball, VK, and giving Logansport a fresh set of downs.
My goodness.
That was humongous.
Oh, man, and had some coverage, and
Yes.
for him to get the ball, snatch it, and get the first down. And they've been converting some huge 3rd downs for Logansport.
2 of them on this drive.
They're right at the 39-yard line of South Plaquemines, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. And they're going to the right side, and it might be a loss on that play. Credit. And it looks like the linebacker right there, Dean Ancolade, coming up big on Joseph Powell.
He was the guy we called a lot last week when that 3rd quarter with their defense, South Plaquemines, when they separated from Mangum. Dean Ancolade was a big part of what they did defensively.
And now, that was a 1-yard loss. They're right at the 40-yard line, 2nd and 11. Powell still over in the Wildcats, 2nd and 11. Powell will go to the right side. Powell, and he'll get to the 30. Make it a 38-yard line. Yep, 38-yard line here, and it will be now 3rd and 8.
And remember, all our touchdowns are sponsored by Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Mass Mutual Firm, and kickoff sponsored by CC's Children's Blocks.
We definitely appreciate them very, very much.
All of our sponsors.
Yep. 3rd and 8. As the Tigers got to get to the 29. Man in motion in the shotgun. Kaysen back to pass. They throw it outside line, incomplete. Good coverage right there, and it will be 4th down.
Now what do you do if you're Logansport?
This looked like it's 4th down territory. Or they could punt it to go deep. Let's see what they're going to do.
I don't know, but you've
But
knocked
this
off
is 4th down territory.
You've killed 4 minutes and 37 seconds on this drive on 8 plays. 9 plays.
7:23 left in your 3rd quarter, and the punt team is out there, and Hunter Martin is the punter. But if I'm South Plaquemines, I watch
for the fake.
Exactly.
Watson for the fake. I was about to say that to you. The Watts for the fake.
4th and 8.
See?
Man in motion here. High snap, and let's see whistles.
See what we got. Timeout.
We have a timeout. Logansport.
Logansport called it.
And that will be their first charge timeout. Let's take it with them. This is the semifinal edition of the Hash It Out Show. Game of the week.
Are you in need of a new windshield? Leo Autoglass can help. For 20 years, Leo Autoglass have been servicing the New Orleans area with windshield replacement and auto glass repair. Give them a call today. 504-301-8353.
And welcome back. We got 7:20 left in your 3rd quarter. Still a 1-point lead for Logansport, 7-6. As Logansport driving and the punt team back out. As Martin still out there for the Tigers.
They don't show it, but it still say watch the fake. But there's no up man. There's one now.
And here we go here. Good snap. Oh, a little bit of a pressure coming. And that is not that good of a punt.
No, not from that spot at all.
Not at all. And South Plaque will start right at the 29. So Hurricanes will get the ball. And they get a big 3 and out as Rod Parker will lead his offense to the field. So actually they're at the 28-yard line. Correction, 28. So a 72 yards for pay dirt for South Plaquemines if they take advantage. Now they go 2 receivers in a tight formation with Williams and Phillips, and it will be a keeper for Parker. A good positive run for Rod Parker and he's right inside the 33.
Key drive here at this moment of the ball game, VK.
Very much so, as we get under 7 minutes
That's
in the third quarter.
Logansport burned almost 5 minutes on that last drive. They didn't get nothing out of it, but the more clock they burn, the more urgency South Plaquemines is going to have to show.
2nd down and 6, flag down.
Might be holding. Or false start.
Let's see.
From where that's
And
thrown.
actually they're pointing
to Logansport.
illegal shift on South Plaquemines.
4th penalty of the night for South Plaquemines. This will be a 5-yard move back. 4 penalties, 40 yards for the Hurricanes. Now, I was looking at the scoreboard update. Some games have gone into the second half. One that is stretching out even more. Ruston is now opening up 31-0 on Destrehan in the third quarter.
Wow. So Logansport declined a penalty, and it'll be now 3rd and make it 6.
Smart move, Coach McGee, to give the Hurricanes 3rd down, which is actually, if they don't get it, now what?
Here we go. 3rd and 6. The Hurricanes got to get to their own 38-yard line.
See what they draw up here.
Parker in the backfield with 4 wide receivers sets. Back to pass Parker. He throws it, and it is a catch. A huge catch there right at the 1st down marker. 1st and 10 for South Plaquemines. And a big catch there by Alex Phillips. So South Plaquemines trying to get on the move here as they're right at the 38.
This game's a field goal game. Jose Saez can do some damage with his foot. So if this game has to come down to that, South Plaquemines, I think, is in good hands with that special teams.
5 receiver sets on 1st and 10. Look like a blitz coming. They set it up. Williams dropped it. Ooh, where it was looking, Williams had some blocks in front.
Got to get the football first, though.
Yes, you have to get it first.
Kind of important to put the pigskin and tuck it away and go.
And here we go, 2nd and 10. Hurricanes got to get to their own 48-yard line to continue to drive. And they got to hurry with the play. We got 12 on the play clock. Now 10. 4 receivers this time for Parker. Parker will keep. Parker has blocks. Here comes Parker. Parker first down the ball. Ryan Parker with the 1st down. How about that? The quarterback took charge right there for the Hurricanes.
And that's what leaders do, VK Jones. That's what they do. Roderick Parker Jr. said, hold on, let me pick this up. 27-yard keeper, and the Hurricanes are now in business.
1st and 10 for South Plaquemines as they're right on the doorstep inside the 38-yard line of Logansport. We're in 2 wide receiver formation here. Handoffs, Williams going to the left side. Williams, can he take off? Williams, he does, and a good positive yards. They're right at the 31-yard line of Logansport. And a good 6-yard run. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Very manageable 2nd down for the South Plaquemines Hurricanes, and they're late on it.
And now we're at the 5-minute mark. 2nd and 4. And they're right at the 31-yard line. And they got to hurry with 5 on the play clock.
I'm about to say, I'm not sure they get this off unless they hurry snap this.
And they get it off.
Barely.
Phillips this time, left side, 1st down, and a little more for Alex Phillips. 1st and 10 for South Plaquemines. as the Hurricanes on the move.
Looking to go in front for the first time tonight.
Injured player.
We have an injury timeout.
Injury timeout. Injury player for Logansport.
Stay here or?
We'll tell you in a second. They're getting him up now. Hopefully he's okay.
Well, obvious.
As they escort him off the field.
So, a run through the scoreboard while we tend to the injured player. Central leads Neville 10-7 in the third quarter. Ruston, as I told you, leads 31-0 on Destrehan in the third.
Oh, wow. Unbelievable.
And Edna Carr is now in front, 14-12 in the third quarter over Catholic. Alexandria has extended to a 17-0 lead in the third quarter on John Curtis. Franklinton 22, Iowa 7, third quarter. Cecilia 42, Plaquemines 14, third quarter.
Wow. How about that?
How about that? An 18 seed might be probably headed to the Dome. Shaw 28, Madison Prep 14, third quarter. E.D. White 27, Leesville 7, third quarter. Union Parish 28, St. James 22.
We're in the
quarter.
Billy Bravender red zone right at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams going up the middle. Williams gets some positive yards. They're right at the 17-yard line of Logansport.
And continuing on, Sterlington and Dino are at halftime. Sterlington leads that 35-0. Denham is now gone in front of Bunkie, 22-16, third quarter. Catholic of New Iberia 21, Cavalry Baptist 10, third quarter.
Wow.
Haynesville, the late game, 10. General Trask is on the board. They got 6. So it's 10-6, Haynesville. Kentwood down 27-0 third quarter. And Ascension Catholic 20. Watchdog Christian 17,
Second and 7. Here's Williams. Williams. And he gets down right at the Tigers 15. It'll be third down coming up. 3rd and 5 for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes got to get to the Logansport 10-yard line. And we're at 3:22 and counting in third. And they got to hurry with 10, but they take their time, usually get on the line. So here we go, 6 on the play clock. Now 5 wide receiver sets. Here's Parker, back to pass. Parker, he's going to take off on the right side. Parker cutting back, and let's see the surge. He might have enough. Let's see, is it enough for the first down? He had to get to the 10. But he is short by an inch.
So 4th down?
4th down in inches.
They're going for it. I mean, you got the short 3. I mean, I would think you take it. But updated halftime score from West Point. Army 21, Tulane 7.
And here we go. Parker under center with 5. Timeout is called.
By South
Plaquemines. That'll be their second charge timeout.
They were trying to get Logansport to move, and they didn't. Good discipline shown by the Tigers there to make South Plaquemines burn the timeout. Now they've got 1 timeout left in this third quarter. They may need it in a close game.
Yes.
They're going to need it, sir.
They're going to really, really need that. Yep. You know, you don't want to burn too.
But Logansport, good discipline to make them use that timeout. I was saying Tulane down 21-7. They scored with 44 seconds to go. Darius Mensah, Tim Williams for 42 yards for a touchdown. 21-7 at halftime.
And then you have to think out there, it's really tough because not just the fact of Army's running game, but it is cold out there in New York.
Colder than here.
Yes. So that's the only difference. If Tulane would have the home game, it would be cold, but I don't think it'll be freezing cold like up there in upstate New York.
Yeoman would be popping right now.
Yes.
And Ashton Jonty, boy, oh boy, 21-0. Boise leads this game, but here's your numbers for Ashton Jonty. 14 carries already, 132 and a tutty at halftime.
Wow.
How about that?
How about that?
Heisman, put his name on it.
Very much agreed. Here we go. 4th and 1 as the Hurricanes will go for this one. And here is Parker under center.
What do you call?
4th and 1. This could be a sneak if they can get the surge. Ashton's going to be a handoff. It is Williams. Williams cuts back. Williams, touchdown! A huge touchdown, and that is 11 yards for Jaheim Williams. Hurricanes taking the lead. And don't be surprised, Hurricanes could go for 2.
Yeah, to make it 14-7. 9-play, 71-yard drive. Jaheim Williams. Said Jakeem. I was thinking of your boy that committed from Carr the other day. Jaheim Williams, huge 11-yard run for the touchdown.
And they got to go here. Their 2-point conversion is coming up. 13 on the play clock. Shotgun formation. It will be Williams. It will be Phillips. And you got to hurry with 5. And a handoff, and it is Phillips. Phillips, can he break the tackle? No, he doesn't. And a 2-point conversion, no good. Little bit of a busted play for a second. And credit Logansport getting the stop on the 2. 2:12 left in your third quarter. Your score: South Plaquemines 12, Logansport 7. We're coming right back. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week semifinal edition.
If you're looking for the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better.
Welcome back. We're in the third quarter of play. 2:12 left. Jaheim Williams, 11-yard touchdown, giving South Plaquemines a 12-7 lead. And I think George is not a little bit happy looking at the scores.
It's all right. Dunham is now extended to a 29-16 lead in the third quarter. Easily the toughest offense Bunky has seen all year long with Elijah Haven, and that Dunham offense is legit outstanding.
And it's been unbelievable, 2 straight weeks, bad starts, and now they just been revving it up in the second half.
It won't start like that if they get to the Dome next week.
They can't do that if they get in the championship. Not at all. They're going to win it all. Kicking off is Jose Salis. And here is a kick, long one deep. This one is going to go to the 4-yard line. And Logansport will try to get it back. Land flags are down as Jordan Michelle with that return.
We have one game that has gone to the fourth quarter. E.D. White might be punching their ticket to New Orleans next week. 27-7, they are in control of that game on Leesville.
Holding on Logansport.
Iowa has gotten one touchdown back. They are now 22-15 down to Franklinton. Calvary Baptist is now back in it. They're down 21-17 in the third quarter.
Maybe some potential comebacks coming up here. This is way it's looking at. These teams are not quitting. But looking at the other score, you said, I don't know the other scores before that. I'm trying to.
Carr?
I had a loss of track of thinking there with I think you was talking about
Bunky and Dunham.
Yes.
29-16.
Yeah, Bunky. I'll tell you, Bunky. I know he's going to continue to fight, but for Dunham,
that offense is clicking now.
It's clicking now, but they can't have that kind of start in the Dome.
So the flag
if they make it
at all, and the winner would play Calvary Baptist or Catholic of New Iberia. So, not assuming anything, because that game is close.
And the handoff went ahead right there to Carter. And Carter had got some positive yards. Make it 5 yards. They're right at the 15.
Yeah, they needed a little bit of room.
They started at the 10.
Yep.
As we're at 138 and counting in your third. 2nd and 5 for Logansport. Tigers got to get to their own 20 to continue to drive. Now you got Bland in the backfield with Casey. 7 on the play clock. Man in motion. Now Bland. Bland will go up the field. Let's see. It will be right at the 18-yard line. Make it right at the 18. So it'll be 3rd down and make it 2 to go.
Important 3rd down with Logansport now trailing for the first time tonight. They're going to have to try to curtail this momentum that South Plaquemines has built up, VK.
We're at a minute to go in the third quarter. Third and 2 for the Tigers. They got to get to the 20. Shotgun formation. Look like it's Bland and Carter in the backfield. The handoff. And it's Carter. Carter!
Nope.
And he's going to have enough first down for the Tigers right at the 22. As the clock continues to run with 34 seconds. And Logansport's going to have to run at least one more before the end of the quarter. First and 10 for Logansport right at their own 22-yard line.
They're going to have to run a play, so because there's a 3-second gap between game and play clock.
You got Bland and Carter in the backfield now with Kaysen. 5 on the play clock on first and 10. Hand off Carter. Carter's got some blocks, and he's going to try and keep going. And credit Jukatin Carter with the run. And a good positive run there. That is the end of your third quarter. Your score. The 2-seeded South Plaquemines Hurricanes 12. The 6-seeded Logansport Tigers 7. We're coming back with a huge fourth quarter. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week semifinal edition.
JFK Martial Arts offers a wide variety of martial arts programs for kids, teens, and adults as they empower lives through martial arts. Please give them a call at 985-266-0664, and don't forget to ask about their 1-week free special.
Yeah, all right. There we go. Not us.
I know I gotta switch it back.
I know. Here we go.
Here we go. And welcome back. We start the fourth quarter here. It is 12-7. South Plaquemines over Logansport. We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Just temporary.
Just temporary, but we're fine.
Okay. Last year in the state semifinals at A.W. Mumford, we were in the fourth quarter of Washington Christian and Southern Lab. Turned out to be one of the best fourth quarters we've seen in years. Let's hope for another one tonight.
Yes.
Heart palpitations. If you got a pacemaker,
So
make
let's
sure
don't
it's
say
good.
That. Let's don't say that.
No, not that. I don't mean it. I mean, I'm not being literal when I say that. I'm just saying it could be one of those high pressure
That
things.
was a 7-yard gain, 2nd and 3. And the carry, that's going to be enough for a first down for the Tigers as they're right at the 35.
Who ran that?
That was Carter this time with that carry. Jukatin Carter. And Tanashton Bland is really the heart and soul of this Logansport team, and they're trying to take charge here.
And neither of them have had real big runs, though, VK. I mean, they've just really chopped up yardage, in their own way, but they've not had an explosive play, and that's all. And that's what's been the case.
It is 2nd down, and here is Kaysen. He'll throw it deep. And caught! A huge catch!
Is that Packett again?
Packett once again! My goodness!
That young man has made a difference in this passing game, VK Jones.
Wow!
Absolutely has made a difference.
And had coverage again.
He just has a nose for the ball. The 3 times they've went for him, he's found his way to getting that ball.
Very much agreed. Oh my God!
Again. All right, keep going.
All right, 1st and 10, and they're right at the 28-yard line. And another good run again.
Is that Kaysen and Bland this time, I think?
I think it is Bland this time with their run. Let me make sure. No, that's Carter on that run.
So last year we had a driving rainstorm. This year we got cold weather.
Yes.
What's next year going to be for a semifinal? Just asking. We've had 2 versions of Mother Nature.
Oh, my God.
So Logansport looking
looking to drive. And it goes to Bland this time. Bland first down out of bounds. Good drive there by Logansport.
It's a big response, VK, for what South Plaquemines did. Logansport really moving this ball now into the Billy Bravender, almost to the Billy Bravender red zone.
They're right at the 22.
22, so they're 2 yards away. This fourth quarter.
Actually, they're right at the 17-yard line. So they're in the Billy Bravender red zone. So 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter is sponsored by our great friends at JFK's Martial Arts in Mandeville.
Here we go. And a fumble to play.
Oh, wow.
Kaysen jumps on it, but wow.
Big.
That could have been huge.
Would have been a backbreaker kind of play.
So now it will be second and make it 16 to go. They're right at the 24 now.
Okay, I got some interesting score updates after this play. Are we calling timeout?
Here we go. Now second, make it about 16 to go. They got to get to the 8-yard, make it the 8-yard line, no, the 7-yard line for first and goal. And handoff, Bland left side, Bland breaking tackles, and it will be third down. They're right at the 16-yard line.
So the number 1 seed in non-select Division 1, Neville, has gone in front in the fourth quarter against Central, 13-10. Ruston on their way to the Dome, VK. Destrehan, no way back, 38-0 in the fourth quarter. Carr, oh boy, second half, it's their show. 21-12, they lead Catholic. And John Curtis is on the board at Alexandria, but they're still trailing that game, 17-6. Iowa has tied Franklinton, 22-22.
Y'all,
I ain't saying nothing.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, this is going to be some
it's a
theater.
timeout called by South Plaquemines.
As they call the timeout, Cecilia is doubling up Plaquemine third quarter, 42-21. Shaw, late third, leads 28-14 over Madison Prep. E.D. White, probably who they will play. Fourth quarter, they lead Leesville 34-7 if Shaw holds on. Union Parish, 28. St. James, 22. Third quarter, Gina is getting bombed at Sterlington 38-8. Dunham, 29. Bunkie, 16. Third quarter, Catholic of New Iberia holding on to a 21-17 lead against Cavalry Baptist in the third quarter. Haynesville, in a game that determines who plays either or, South Plaquemines or Logansport. Haynesville leads that game 10-6. Kentwood, not happening. Vermilion Catholic leads that game 33-0. And Wichita Christian has gone in front of Ascension Catholic in the fourth quarter, 24-22. How about the Eagles of Wichita Christian? They continue to defy odds. They've had a tough year.
Here we go. Third down and 10 coming up. South Plaquemines used their last time out. The handoff. It is Bland. Bland is only going to get a couple yards, and they're right at the 15. It'll be fourth down. So it's 4-down territory coming up for Logansport as we're under 9 minutes left in the ball game.
Need a touchdown, VK. That field goal does them no good.
5-point lead.
I mean, it gets them to
for
2.
Logansport.
It gets them to 2.
5-point lead for South Plaquemines here.
South Plaquemines, but it gets them to 2 if they do decide to take the 3.
Let's see. They are going for it. Don't see a kicking team.
Oh, at all.
So here we go. Fourth down and make it 8 to go. They got to get to the 7. 5 receivers. Make it 4 receivers this time for Kaysen. Back to pass, Kaysen. Kaysen will do it. Wide open guard. Touchdown, Logansport. As they get on the board, they take the lead back.
How about the character?
Keaton Packett. Wide open, and I don't know how. He got right there to the spot. 1-point lead for Logansport.
How about this, VK, for Packett? 4 catches, 81 yards, touchdown.
Extra point coming up, high snap. The kick is up, and it is through. 8:17 left in your ball game. The Logansport Tigers had taken a 14-12 lead. VK Jones, George Peppers with you from Hurricane Stadium in Burris, Louisiana for the Division IV state semifinals. Division IV non-select as Logansport coming up big again with some key third down plays, some big runs, and a huge play from Keaton Kaysen to Keaton Packett for a big touchdown. And wow.
How about that drive, though, by Logansport? 9 plays, 90 yards, 5:37 off the clock to answer the South Plaque touchdown. And now the road team, the Tigers, are in front, 14-12.
Espinoza will kick it off. It'll be a low kick. And South Plaque does the smart thing falling on it. It'll be good field position. I think the reason why they're kicking, they're keeping it away from those playmakers. They do not want them to determine the game.
You don't
so
want
I
them to
completely
get,
understand.
Yeah, exactly. If you coach McGee, you're playing the smart game right here, and that's going to be decent field position for the Hurricanes. Let's see with Sias on the sideline. If they get close enough, VK, I'm thinking about him.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed, especially down 2 points.
Yep.
In this fourth quarter.
Field goal puts you back in front.
Very much agreed. Not just that, a lot running a lot of the clock to try to maybe win the game.
Might be for keeps. And they have it. Where are they?
And they're right at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Parker at quarterback. Phillips in the backfield and Williams. And a handoff Phillips. Phillips will get about 2 yards. They're right at the 40. So it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up.
If you're wild feet, though, VK, like you said, manage the clock but move the ball. You do not have a timeout to fall back on, so you've got to have your coordinated plays in early and fast because they don't have a timeout.
And here we go, 2nd and 8. And it's Parker, the quarterback, now 5 wide receiver sets. Hurricanes got to get to the 48-yard line and back to pass. Parker, he'll throw it deep, right side and incomplete. It was intended for Alex Phillips. A little bit short there, and now it'll be 3rd down and 8.
I don't know if you throw that ball on that play. 2nd and 6, was it? And I'm
2nd and 8.
8, I'm sorry. And you're throwing that deep down to the right side.
I could see if it would have been a stop, a 10 and stop, or
exactly.
8 and stop, or slant.
But nothing further down than that. You've got to.
Right.
You don't have a timeout. You've got to matriculate the ball, get yards.
And I think he was seeing one-on-one on Phillips, but at the same time, the throw was short.
Situational football, VK. That's what you got to play right now if you saw Plaquemines, and they've done a great job.
And they're gonna. Then that will be
something.
It would be delayed game on South Plaquemines.
Wow. That's their 5th penalty of the night.
And they should have known right then and there that clock is running down. There's no timeouts.
So they're going to eat the 5-yard loss right there. So it's 3rd and
3rd and long here.
Yeah.
Now they got to go. Now they're right at the 35. So,
wow.
They got to get to the 48. So it is 3rd and 13.
Many ebbs and flows left in this ball game with the score line being what it is.
5 receiver sets here for South Plaquemines on 3rd and 13. Back to pass. Parker looking. Parker will throw it, and that's incomplete. Potential pass interference, but they're not going to get that flag. Incomplete.
I don't know. I think that's a borderline call, VK. I saw that all the way. I don't think I'm calling that. It's too big a spot.
I wouldn't be surprised they wouldn't call that either, but at the same time, he kind of impeded it, but the official's like, nope, that doesn't qualify. So it's now 4th down. Does South Plaque point it? They still have 7:25 left.
But no timeouts. 7:25 seems like a lot of time, but they don't have a timeout. And if you're Logansport, you want South Plaquemines to punt this.
And actually
you want them
they're
to go
going for it.
Yeah, you want them to go for it. I'm sorry. Because if they miss it, you got great field position.
And here comes Parker on 4th and 13.
What
and
do
they
you
got to
call
hurry.
Now?
You got to call maybe
5
a
seconds.
slant. 3 seconds. Back to pass. Parker has time. Parker will throw it. D. Caught! A big catch. Jaheim Williams. My goodness. A big play. Rod Parker to Jaheim Williams.
Biggest catch of the season right there, VK. South Plaquemines. Jaheim Williams, your best playmaker in the last few weeks, comes up humongous right there. They give the Hurricanes a fresh set of downs. Clock is still moving.
7 minutes left. 1st and 10 at the 41. The handoff is Alex Phillips. Phillips gets the block. Phillips will go to the outside. Phillips, he'll go out of bounds. A good positive yards for Alex Phillips. And they're right at the 33.
Big sequence right there, VK. Big sequence.
Huge sequence there. We thank you so much for joining us. Like, tag, share, subscribe to JB the Sports Guy to see the Hash It Out Show and also the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week and all our games we have had this season. And here we go. It was a good 8-yard gain for Phillips. Now it's 2nd and 2.
Now you're in, I don't know how deep Science could kick the football field goal wise.
Solis.
I mean,
Yes.
I don't know how much you're going to need. Probably another 5-10 yards to maybe ensure a field goal.
2nd and 8, and here is Phil, and here is Parker going deep.
Got him.
Wide open.
Got him.
God! And it's Alex Phillips touchdown! 32 yards. Ron Parker to Alex Phillips. He's seen a matchup and he got him on the left side. 18-14 Hurricanes. Two-point conversion coming up for South Plaquemines. Big two-point conversion here to go up 6. 3 wide receiver sets. Parker trying to keep and actually whistles blows.
Yeah, I think there's going to be an
offsides on false start on South Plaquemines.
Yes.
That will push them back.
Makes it a little more difficult. 6:40 to go, and we told you this would be a back-and-forth football game, and it has played out exactly to the T. 6:40 to go, and the Hurricanes are back in front. But if you're Logansport, VK, you're not panicking. You got 6:40 and you got 2 timeouts in your hip pocket. You still got time to make something happen.
Very much agreed.
And that's the beauty of prep football in the state semifinals in Louisiana.
Here
So
we
much
go.
drama.
As they got a hurry with 5 on the play clock.
They got to
3,
get this off. 3, 2, 1.
1.
No.
They do get it all. Back to pass. Parker. Parker looking. Parker will go to the left side. Parker will throw it. Good! The 2-point conversion. Good! For the Hurricanes as they go up 20-14 with 6:40 left. What a catch by Alex Phillips on the corner. How about that? Alex Phillips catches a 32-yard touchdown.
And a souvenir just came into the press box, a piece of confetti.
Indeed. And now a 6-point lead for the Hurricanes with 6:40 left in your ball game.
Oh, I'm looking at the scoreboard in Central. Man, how about this? Central is back in front at Neville, 17-13. How about that?
Wow.
John Curtis. Oh, wait, never mind. Alexandria, 24. John Curtis, 13. Ruston. Whew. Boy, oh boy. They'll be back in the Dome next week. 44-0. They lead Destrehan.
Wow.
Carr, 21-12. Iowa Franklin's a tied. Cecilia, 49-21 now. Shaw, that's got to be in the fourth quarter. There's no way this is still in the third. 28-14. E.D. White, 34-7. Union Parish has extended on St. James. 36-22 in the third quarter.
Wow.
Sterlington rolling Gina. And Dunham got a safety to make it 32-16 late third quarter over Bunkie. Calvary Baptist is now in front, 24-21.
Wow.
And the winner of this game gets either Haynesville or General Trask. That game started at 7:30, and the Golden Tornado are up 18-6 at the half. Vermilion Catholic 33-0 over Kentwood, and Washington Christian leads Ascension Catholic 24-22. Scores courtesy of Crescent
And
City
here
Sports.
comes Packett trying to get a good return, and he'll be going down. It'll be good field position for the Tigers as they're right at the 33.
32.
Now the South Plaque defense is going to have to be called to make a huge stand here.
This will be the defensive
with
possession of the
6:32.
year.
Logansport is called to try to answer.
Yep.
Down only 6 points.
2 timeouts in their hip pocket, though. So
Very
they
much
don't
so.
have to panic if you're Logansport.
Not at all.
If you're South Plaquemines, you just play your base defense, follow your man, do not let nobody get behind
As
you.
they start inside the 33-yard line here.
Big
4
finish.
receivers. And it looks like it is Carter who's in the backfield who will get it. Carter will go through the left side. Decent yards for Carter as they're right at the 38-yard line.
He has run tough tonight, hasn't he, Carter, for Logansport? He has been very tough for them tonight. But South Plaquemines, this has got to be the stop you need to make to book your trip to New Orleans. And who's going to be the last one to leave Buras next week?
5-yard gain there.
Big 5 yards right there.
Now Bland and Carter in the backfield together in the shotgun. 3 receivers on 2nd and 5. The handoff this time. It is Carter. Carter, he gets tackled in the backfield. Only about barely a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4. Good job by the Hurricanes slowing it down.
Good pursuit by the South Plaquemines Hurricanes defensively, making sure Carter didn't get a good jump, and they were able to get him down for maybe a yard. Again, you managed it. It's a 3rd and 4, manageable third down.
A big third down here for both teams with 5:30 left.
And counting.
Logansport has been converting big third downs all night.
Now, if you're
South Plaquemines looking to get a huge stop.
If you're throwing this ball, South Plaquemines, you better find Packett.
Here we go, and here goes here comes the run, and no, he's gonna be short.
No,
they'll
he didn't
be
get
short. Did not get it.
No, at all.
As they set up in that Wildcat power with that carry, flags are down right after the play was over.
Oh boy, this is gonna be post play. I don't know what though.
I'll tell you one thing, you gotta stay calm, and I ain't gonna lie. Loud feet got to look on it. They're hoping it's on Logansport because this was after the play was over.
Yes, this is post play.
And it's on Logansport.
Big call right there.
Wow, Logansport. They gotta keep their heads together, man.
So they're gonna now. If you're Logansport, I don't know if you concede by kicking the ball here.
It is 5:02 and they still have 2 timeouts.
They do, but
so it's best to punt it, but have a very good punt and to get it away from Williams.
Yep.
That's the best thing to do.
And they've done a good job of that all night, though.
I wouldn't be surprised South Plaque will try to rush and try to block the kick. They had a punt block last week for a touchdown.
Yes,
Let's see here. Good snap. The punt into that one doesn't look good. Let's see where it bounces. Does take a Logansport top bounce. A good bounce.
35.
South Plaque will start inside the 34. A not bad punt there for the Tigers. And they did the right thing, keeping it away from Jaheim Williams.
They've done a really good job of that all night long, keeping it away from Williams, who could explode at any time. But now 4:41 to go. If you're South Plaquemines, you're in front. You ain't got to rush this thing. Just take your time and make Logansport eat those 2 timeouts.
And the crowd, and this is a smart crowd here for South Plaquemines.
They are.
They're telling, a lot of the fans telling the crowd, calm down, be quiet, and let the offense run.
Let them go to work.
Let them go to work. And that will be best.
Mm-hmm.
Make noise when the defense on the field, but offensively.
You could cut up when the D is on there, but when the offense is on there, they tell you chill out.
1st and 10 right at the 34. And here's Parker. Gets the pitch out. Is Williams. Williams with a decent run as he stays in bounds.
And that's the smart thing you got to do. If you're South Plaquemines, keep the ball in the green. Do not go to the white because that clock keeps going and force Logansport to burn timeouts.
Right at the 38-yard line, and it's 2nd and 6. 4:20 and counting.
Big finish coming up here at Hurricane Stadium, VK. And we're here to bring it to you on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
4:12 and counting in your ball game. Second and 6. Here we go. 4 receivers. Parker and Williams in the backfield. Now Phillips in motion. The handoff, and it is. Here comes, and a good run there. Close, a surge. Let's see. Oh, it might be a first down for Parker. And that is going to be a first down for Rod Parker.
How about
Parker with the keeper and the surge.
How about the decisiveness he showed on that play, VK? When he got the ball, he's like, you know what? That's mine. I'm getting this first down for my team. And now you got 336?
334.
And
counting now.
Force Logansport to burn those timeouts.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes right at their own 45.
This has been a very entertaining football game, VK.
6-point lead for the Hurricanes. Parker in the backfield. You have Phillips and Williams. 3 on the play clock. The handoff. This time Phillips. Phillips cutting back. Phillips with nice positive yards stays in bounds at the Logansport 49. Now we're at the 3-minute mark in the ball game.
Notice what they're doing, VK. They're milking that play clock down before they take the snap. That's how you do that. 2:53 to go, and I think Logansport just burned one of their timeouts.
Actually, no, it's an injury timeout.
Oh, an injury. Okay, I didn't see that.
Injury timeout. Phillips went down right there, and I think he might have caught a little cramp or something after the play was over. So he's down.
Yeah.
Let's stay with it right here with 2:53 left. We thank you so much for joining us. Like, tag, share, subscribe to JB the Sports Guy to look at the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, all the rest of the games we had this season, and also the Hash It Out Show. We're planning to have a special Sunday show. We'll let you know the time on Sunday. It'll be a special pop-up on Sunday, and then we'll probably be on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll let you know. Most likely we're leaning towards a Wednesday show.
And Phillips is coming off.
Phillips is coming off. It looked like on his own power.
Yeah, he's going to be. It's just shake it off, and then you just move on. You got other weapons. The other Williams, 51.
Jaheim.
No, not Jaheim. The big boy.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Devontae Williams.
Yes.
I mean, they need some short yardage. They could give it to him.
And that's why he's in there now.
But how about Roderick Parker? A couple of plays in the second half. He's really made some decisive moves.
Here we go. 2nd down and 4. Williams is in the backfield with them and a little bit of movement up front. Let's see where this flag is going. If this is on Logansport,
it's on them.
That is going to be huge.
That's an encroachment penalty.
Encroachment on the Tigers.
Yep. Yes,
that
sir.
will be a first down for South Plaquemines.
Came from the near side, VK. That was an easy call. You had to make that. Logansport killing themselves right now.
And what a job so far for the Hurricanes. Being so resilient in this second half. And especially on this last drive, running the clock, being smart.
Yes.
Not too many penalties. And here we go, 1st and 10. And now they're right at the 44 of Logansport with 2:23 and counting. 6-point lead.
I'm surprised that McGee's not using it.
And a handoff is Williams. Williams will turn it up. Williams has a good run right at the 44. Make it the 43-yard line. A good run there.
But the clock,
Jaheim Williams.
The clock stops for the first down.
Nah, they still have 2nd down. So it
second down, I'm sorry.
Yep. And
not bad.
Is it another injury time? I don't think so.
We hope not. No, I don't see nobody down. Looking, and I don't see anybody down, but 2:12 to go. I'm really surprised from Logansport's side, the clock, with the 2 timeouts that they have, and I see them coming off the field. I think they're about to use one now.
Logansport is using that timeout.
Yep, they're going to use the first one. It took to the 2:12 mark, and I see camera lights coming our way. I don't know if they're filming us or what, VK. Smile, you're on candid camera, maybe. I don't know.
I'm wondering where you see in the camera.
No, right here. This dude right here in front of us.
Oh, okay.
The flashlight was right at us.
Oh,
the guy with the black hat. Well, hey, look, you're always spotting, right?
Right.
Always spotting, and, this has been a very entertaining. I'll tell you what, if it's Haynesville, the winner of this game gets next week, they got some work to do. Haynesville's got some work to do because this ain't going to be easy.
2:12 left in your ball game and 1 timeout left for Logansport.
One more first down can do it?
I think one more will do it here. A very entertaining semifinal tonight here in Buras.
And 2 years in a row for the Hash It Out Show to have a great semifinal.
Here we go. 2nd down and make it 3 to go. They got to get to the 34. The handoff is Williams. Williams going forward. Let's see. He's right there at the mark.
I think he has it.
I think it should be enough.
I think so. They're taking their time.
First down for the Hurricanes. And I think that is going to do it.
We will see on that. One more timeout for Logansport, but yeah, they're really up against it now with 1:55 to go. But a courageous effort by the visitors, though, from Logansport. They're down, but they have played a very tenacious football game tonight.
Very much agree. 1:45 and counting. South Plaquemines just got to take care of it.
No mistakes.
Now with 3 on
2,
1st
1,
and 10.
They get it.
Jaheim Williams going to the right side. Williams, go kick off. Williams on the first down. And that will do it. My goodness. Jaheim Williams has possibly punched the ticket for the South Plaquemines Hurricanes. And the South Plaquemines people on the field telling the fans,
chill.
Not just to chill, wave to the fans on the other side.
Jaheim Williams tonight, VK. It started a little slow. He's got 112 yards and a touchdown on 13 carries.
1st and 10, and we're under a minute to go. And Rob Parker will take the knee.
There it is.
And they're going to have one more play before they run it out. They
But
got one more play.
How about this? For the first time since, 2009?
Hold on a second. We got one more.
One more play?
One more play, because they got to run it out. One more play. So
Another
one more
confetti.
snap. Confetti going up right there.
Right in front of me.
Here we go. On 2nd down, Parker will need one more time. For the first time since 2009, the South Plaquemines Hurricanes returns to the Superdome. The final score of your tonight's game is the South Plaquemines Hurricanes 20, the Logansport Tigers 14. What a ball game tonight here from Hurricane Stadium. What a comeback here. And wow, what a ball game tonight. And I tell you, we wish Logansport a safe trip back home. And they have a great team, great program out there in Northwest Louisiana. And man, they're going to be back with a vengeance next season.
But I'll say this. Kudos to the South Plaquemines Hurricanes, man. You deserve this spot in New Orleans. We'll see you there next week. And what a way to close out the Hash It Out Show season number 2. 2 great semifinals in a row. And VK, the honor was mine and yours was ours to do.
And I tell you, the person who is really, really happy right now.
Loud feet.
Not just loud feet, Cyril Crutchfield. And I know he's going to give him a big embrace. He is in the stands right now, getting video on this one. This is going to be a moment of all moments that the guy who was a 2-time state champion as a player has taken his alma mater back to the Dome as a head coach.
Who will they play? Last we saw, Haynesville was up 18-6. We're going to see one more thing, and I'm going to give you this.
Absolutely. But, man, what a night tonight. And we'd like to thank South Plaquemines, and we'd like to thank Logansport for agreeing for us to come here and do this state semifinal game tonight, man. Amazing stuff. We'd like to thank all our sponsors this season, all our sponsors down the line. We thank them so much for your support and then some. So we really, really appreciate it as we say goodbye. And also, Hot Works from the, we're going to say our sponsors right quick. Hot Works from the North Shore, Barretto's Home Solutions, Green Law Firm, Bayou Audio and Video, Lil Dizzy's, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville, Lance AC and Heat, Moe's Pizza, Magnolia Wealth Strategies, Billy Bravender, CC's Children's Blocks, and the Pierre family in Lafayette, and also Leo's Auto Glass. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate all the support you have given us this year. George?
I just want to say one more. My final thoughts on this season and this game. Look, before the year started, I made the choice for you and me to go definitive one roll apiece, and it paid off beautifully. We have done immaculate work. I am glad that this idea has come to fruition, and I am also glad that we have gotten the support and the numbers more so this year than we've had last year, and we continue to grow and we continue to get better. The stamp of authenticity is on, right?
Yes.
I mean, let's say this. I got to give you the biggest kudos for taking this play-by-play and embracing it and doing a hell of a job. And you know what? You and I got some more work to do next week with our friends at Crescent City Sports. We'll be a part of those broadcasts next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But we thank all of you, and I echo VK sentiments. I thank all of our sponsors for what they've done for us this year. Without y'all, we're not here. Without our cameraman, Devin Martino and Parker Boyd, they were so good to us this year. They agreed to do this. And by them doing this, you know what? Without them, we're not here, VK. We are not here, and I thank them for what they've done for us, and I thank you for being my partner, and I thank our CEO, Jared Boyd, and you for embracing the idea of doing the Hash Out Show Game of the Week. And guess what? We're done tonight. We'll be back for you next year in Season 3, the third year of the Hash Out Show Game of the Week. Is it a deal?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Close us
Absolutely.
out. Close us out.
Man, but I want to thank everybody for joining us all season long. I'd like to thank Jared J.B. Boyd for having his product to be what it is. George Peppers to continue winning this thing. I'd like to thank everybody who's been supportive of me and everything else. By the grace of God, if it wasn't for him, we would not be here right now. This is a great time that what we're doing right now, and we're doing what we love to do. So that is it from here. We are out of here. We thank you. We'll see you next season. We will be back for season 3.
Bigger
we
and
love
stronger.
y'all very, very much. Stronger, bigger than ever. For George Peppers, Jared J.B. Boyd, Parker Boyd, and for Devin Martino, great job on the cameras tonight, my friend. South Plaquemines, 20-14 winners over Logansport. They will be in the Superdome Thursday afternoon for the Division 4 non-select state championship game. You and yours have a great weekend. Good night. We will see you next week on the Hash Down Show.